think that's a great topic. All right, cool. Y'all ready to get into it? All right, I'm gonna call and then I'm gonna mute. Calling and muting. We'll give y'all 5 minutes to set up your video and your mics. I will unmute at 10:12. Take your time. If you need more, just ask. And don't waste Smack's time. All right. Okay, so the only person who picked up on time was Gacha Smack. Right? I wanna let that be known. I want to let that be known. So we might have a one-on-one conversation. Straight up. Okay, and Sweetly. Okay, so we have Sweetly and Gacha Smack. And honestly, those are all that we need. To be honest, that's all we need. All right, have you seen Calmo Ya leak? She's crazy. Let me see who else confirmed that they were going to come. All right, we're just waiting on Box and Pokey, and we're good to go. Yeah, what happened with Mr. Pokey? Did he end stream upset, or is he okay? Sweetly Smack, Giga Chad, true. Have you seen Sparkle's animations in HI3? If not, here. Yeah, I already saw that. The problem is that those animations are inside Honkai Impact 3rd, and I'll be real, absolutely nobody cares. I'm new here, but I watch your YouTube videos, and I will admit you are the only gacha player I enjoyed. There's a lot of great gacha creators out there, man. There's a lot of great gacha creators. I highly recommend watching creators like Gacha Smack, Mr. Pokey, Sweetly, Box 2, Lucari. Oh yeah, Ruby. Yeah. Ruby. Yep. Pokey's a Hoyo shill now though. He is a Hoyo shill. I fully acknowledge that. I fully acknowledge that. I absolutely fully acknowledge that. But at the end of the day, you know, I mean, he's trying his best. And that's kind of all that matters. Pokey turned to the dark side. I don't enjoy him anymore. Oh, well, don't say that. I think Mr. Pokey's great. Yeah, I think Mr. Pokey's a great dude, man. Yeah, I really, truly think he's a great guy. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Would it benefit him to ban the shit disturbers in his community? Probably. I think he has a little, I feel like pandering to the Genshin Impact players is a massive net negative. As far as like your community health goes, that's just my opinion. It's essentially, I mean, let's just say it what it is. It's pandering to pedophiles, guys. Let's all just fucking, we all know it. Okay, we all know it. I mean, the YouTube comments are out of fucking control. I mean, these people treat me like the boogeyman. It's how it goes. He's in the thick of it, and everybody knows. His chat is so toxic. Well, I don't know. I haven't been there in forever. Yeah, Kuro bots versus Hoyo shills. Yeah, it's a war, man. It's a war. Camilla Yao will make you a weak man one before. I mean, dude, I've been excited for Camilla Yao since Camilla? Since the first patch. Those who know, plus the thick of it. Yep. Holy shit, you are skinny. Not really. Not really, man. I'm still fat as fuck. Okay, and you're kind of freaking me out by saying that. Okay, you're kind of freaking me out. You interview your viewers' account and tell them how to improve it. Hell no. Because I'll be real, man. If you need assistance playing the game, and it's a gacha game, I think you are already beyond help. Genuinely. I think you are beyond help. How much weight did you lose? Like 91 pounds. Right? It's nothing crazy. But like for real, man, if you truly can't figure it out. Yo, V, you want to join Gacha Cast or now? It's up to you. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to join. Oh, of course? Okay, dope. Great. All right. Hell yeah. Can I get advice on how to get in shape instead in an interview with you? Yeah, so pretty much here's what you do. Just stop eating so fucking much. When you go to eat a lot, stop eating so much. The biggest thing that you can do is just eat until you're satiated and not eat till you're full like a fat fuck. You're going to play Sparking Zero again. I would rather slam my nuts in a blender. I'm good. Yo, Kate, you want to join Gacha Cast or no? Up to you. Up to you. I see a creator in chat. I will invite them. Would you like to come? Or would you merely like to observe? Sure, great. Now, I don't want to hear anybody saying, oh, I was added in last minute. Just answer the fucking questions and turn on your VTuber model. All right, cool. Is calorie deficit all I need to lose weight? Yes. Can you invite Emmy? Like, which one, bro? I know 5. Like, who? Which one? Need 2 minutes? Yeah, take your time. 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 The Gacha one? Emiru. Nah, hell no. Emmy Matcha. Yeah, I could, but I don't think she's around. Otherwise, I would. I would love to be honest. I think Emmy Matcha's great. Yeah. I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. We need Genizard to L-Takes. Ooh, wait, dude. Genizard would actually be sick. I don't think he's up, though. If Genizard, hold up, Genizard. Are you up? Do you want to do Gacha Cast? If you are, respond now or ping me in my chat. Okay, cool. 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 All right, cool. All right, we're going to get into it, okay, boys? We're going to get into it. We're going to start it. Feel free to continue asking the questions that you want answered. I'm going to try to get to every single question. This will probably go on for about an hour or 2. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, how about Ellie? Dude, I'm down to talk to anybody about anything at any time. Okay? Yeah. No restrictions. No, nothing blacklisted. I'm down to do whatever. Okay? Is Tectone, wait, is Fob joining? Fob is in like Korea, bro. Yeah, UI guy. Is this an emote? UI guy. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? He was right, man. Even Slime. Guys, why would I not want to talk to Enviosity? Bro, I would fucking love to have Envy on my stream. That shit would be so fucking funny. Like, that shit would be fucking hysterical. Absolutely. Absolutely, I would love that. Also, Ardeneki, get in the fucking Discord call, you retard. Jesus Christ. Waiting on your ass, man. You're all wasting Gacha Smack's time. It's pissing me the fuck off. Yo, Genizad, join the call. Join the call, Genizad. Pick up. Pick up. Good. All right, cool. We got Charizard. All right, easy. Oh, this is so easy. All right, cool. All right, easy. Mint Picker is way too big for you. Keep wishing. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking? What was I thinking, man? Mint Picker literally owns you, little pup. All right. Okay, let's do this.
A Gacha Smack, I saw you went to Japan.
Yeah, dude, it was
I'm so jealous, by the way.
Awesome, man.
Is that the first time you've been there?
First time ever. Yeah, so you can imagine my my excitement and awe.
It was pretty sick, right?
Yeah, the one thing I will say, I was very fucking privileged to have somebody there who spoke Japanese, who lived there for 15 years.
That saved me when I was there last.
Without him, I would have been. And I'm an outgoing guy. I can talk fucking wall. I can talk to anybody. But like, it was extremely intimidating being there, not speaking Japanese. It's like, and not only do I not speak Japanese, I don't have the Japanese yen either. So it's like just trying to go fucking anywhere and order anything or talk to anybody. It was like, holy shit.
People are really nice there, though, man. If you went up to them, they would totally be like,
I would like to just give a formal apology to Gacha Smack. He was the only one here on time, and I just, we were supposed to start fucking 16 minutes ago, and it's just the lack of professionalism in the Gacha space is honestly abhorrent. And you will be getting 20 gifted subs next time you go live, Gacha Smack, for your punctuality.
Shit, man. Hey, I appreciate it, brother. It's all good, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're waiting on like 1 or 2 more people, but to be honest, I kind of just want to get into it because I mean, I can't remember the last time I did one of these things, and I can't remember the last time any of us actually fucking talked on call. So this is actually pretty exciting for me, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, can I DM you real quick, Techie?
Yeah, why?
I just noticed someone, like, I can get in touch with them real quick if you want.
Yeah,
you
can DM me.
I was pretty close to actually DMing you myself and saying, brother, it's long overdue. It's time for us to do it. It's time to do another Gacha Cast.
Yeah, there's just what about Ardeneki? What about him?
I got his his WhatsApp. Like where he lives, he doesn't really have Discord, so I can get him in touch if you want.
Well, I mean, he's been in my team. He's supposed to be. Are you sure he doesn't have Discord? He's like he's in this group chat.
No, he uses it as VPN. Like in their country, they technically it's banned, so he just uses a VPN to use Discord. I know him, like I know, bro.
I mean, if the dude wants to join I mean, he literally has been saying, next time you do Gacha Cast, get me in there, and then he's in the call.
His punk ass. Hold on.
Yeah, he's literally in my chat right now. Like,
wait, he's here?
Yeah, he's been in my chat the whole time. He's just typing.
Man, what a fucking troll. All right, my bad, my man.
No, you're all good, man. You're all good. I mean, I made the guy's career. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, he's always here. His words, not mine. I never said that.
He says that a lot, man.
Yeah, no, I said I used to do the Gacha Cast a lot, but then motherfuckers would like complain about how like the Gacha Cast ruined their life, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll just take like a 3-month break on this. You know,
wasn't that like one guy?
No, it was actually 3, and I don't feel like saying all 3, but yeah, I don't really think it's that bad, but maybe some people do. Who knows? Yeah. How was Japan, Smack?
That's what I was just talking to them about. It was incredible, man. And you were whether you know this or not, you were the first person I hit up because I was like, if I come back here, I have to bring Tectone back. Like I fucking have to.
Yeah,
it's incredible. I'm serious, man. In every different avenue, like the people are built different. The city's etiquette is built different. Like everything is just. It makes you feel like, what the fuck am I doing in America?
That's the whole problem, man. That's why I've been horrified to go. Is that I know I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna find some like Japanese honey. She's gonna be sweet on me. She's gonna ruin my goddamn life. I'm gonna have to get a green card again. Yeah. I mean, I am. The current plan is that I'm going to Japan for a month in January, but we'll see. It depends.
Damn, you're going that soon? Holy shit!
I mean, dude, I've been trying to go for 2 years. Right, but every single time the other people just fall through. But now I'm with like very consistent people that have never disappointed me. So yeah, it'll be my first time. How were the women? Honestly, I know you're a married man, but I don't know.
I'll be honest. Yeah, no. I mean, dude, I don't mind being objective. I'll be honest. Like it was just. I can't even really comment on it. Like
okay,
it's just like it wasn't like anime. I'll tell you that much.
I have a question. Are they like whitish, like that pale Korean Asian whitish or normal whitish?
No, it's definitely like a strict pale, I would say. But you know what was interesting is like I mean, obviously I was in Tokyo and Chiba, and like the entire vibe, it's like you know in high school when you would get out of class and there was like you had a 5-minute down period until you get to your next period.
Yeah.
And then once like 2 minutes into that next period about to start, everybody just starts going a certain direction.
Yep.
That's literally just how they are. Like it's like that's just how life is there. They're always walking somewhere like they need to be somewhere. But then you also have like a high school vibe. But it's life. It's weird, bro. I don't know how to explain that shit. So
anime is accurate, is what you're saying, because they show that a lot in anime.
Bro goes to Japan and thinks it's all like high school, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. That was the vibe I got though. I was like, this is literally like high school, but like in real life. This is crazy.
Okay, I mean that sounds cool. How are the pachinko machines? Did you go to
the pachinko machine? You talking about like the
the arcades and shit?
Oh yeah, well in Akihabara they just got them all over the place.
Yeah,
they had all kind of weird shit. They had like a literal Pokemon card where you can just like do a gamba. You know how I saw your Twitch stream where you were literally gambling with the fucking
oh yeah, the plushies.
Yeah, the plushies and giving them to kids.
Those, yeah.
So back in the day, man.
They have that shit with Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and like Magic the Gathering cards. Imagine how much money for that shit.
They got Magic in Japan?
Fucking sick.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. They had all kind of stuff. And then I went in there and there was just like I saw some Japanese dudes. They look like they're in their honestly 40s.
Yeah.
Playing games like a 15-year-old, bro. That shit was incredible.
Fuck, that sounds so hype.
It is. It was super hype, and it was like it was like a mall in each building going up, and they just had, bro. I'm telling you, it was like fucking pouring to any weeb. It was pouring to any weeb, bro.
Okay, we'll have to work on that. I want to get this shit started. We got a lot of topics to go through today. We're gonna get this shit going, and yeah, this should be a lot of fun. There's not really any crazy drama questions. It's pretty chill. It's kind of just like in the mentality of how are the gacha games? What are you feeling? The future, the past, the present, all that shit. Shouldn't be anything too heated. We're gonna start off the stream with one drama question, but it's like second grade kindergarten. Somebody pulled your pigtails drama. It's baby shit, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm gonna get the intros going, and we gonna get it going. All right, cool. And we're gonna do this fast. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Gacha Cast. It's been a very long time. I think the last time we did one of these was probably about 3 months ago. But a lot of people would ask me to do another one of these things for a very long time. So I figured, fuck it, I got nothing to do today. Might as well get the best of the best here and talk about shit that I think needs to be talked about. Today we are joined by Sweetly, a wonderful VTuber that's incredibly good at the video games. It's actually kind of insane. We have Kate, Captain Cabinets, who really, I believe, fucking hates Wuthering Waves. We do have a Hoyo shill in chat, which would be great to hear the anti-Kuro perspective. We have Gacha Smack, one of the most outspoken, handsome, devious men on the entire platform. If something's going on, he will be the first to talk about it. We have Genizard, the UI guy, a man who I previously called retarded for liking Zone Zero.
But I have it clipped of you saying that I was right.
You were right,
I saw that.
You were right. Yep. You know, the more I play Zone Zero, every time I go back, I'm like, I have no idea
where
what the fuck
is
anything means. Yeah,
I'm unretarded, dude. I'm taking it back.
Yeah, so now I'm retarded. And then we also have VXV Fiction, a man whose gall knows no bounds. And is this your first Gacha Cast, V, or no?
Second.
Fuck yeah. Well, it's a pleasure to have all y'all back. Today we're going to be talking about kind of what's going on in the gacha world today. Because in my opinion, it's in a little bit of a dry spell. And I think it's going to continue in that dry spell for the foreseeable future. But I am curious how you guys feel on that. But before that, we had a quote from a man, and I kind of want to go down one by one. We're going to start with Sweetly and go to VXV for this question. There was a quote of a man that's kind of been catching circulation on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch. And the quote is, if you have executive account managers playing your gacha games for you, it's because you don't enjoy the game. And I'm curious what you thought of that take, Sweetly.
I don't agree with the take.
Okay.
I recently acquired an executive account manager, and I feel like it can free up your time to focus on the aspects of the game that you really enjoy. So I feel like for me personally, I play gacha games. Just because I play a game doesn't mean I like everything about the game.
Absolutely.
I might play a game because I like the combat or I like the music. Maybe I don't like the story as much, but I'm playing for the other two aspects. So I feel like having a executive account manager take care of some things can free up your time to focus, figure out what you enjoy about the game. Maybe it will turn out that after your executive account manager takes over, you never touch the game again, in which case, well, maybe you didn't really like the game.
Yeah.
But in other cases, I feel like it can also just free up your time to focus on what you enjoy about the game, like only making content about one aspect, for instance, or like two aspects.
For sure.
I don't think having an executive account manager directly goes to show that, oh, you don't enjoy the game.
Does anybody disagree? Does anybody think that if you have an executive account manager, it's because you don't enjoy the game?
Half.
Okay, you say you half agree, V?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So in the sense of I'm tired a little bit of the game. I'm slightly burnt out. But then again, these gacha games promote FOMO. So if I don't want to spend money, I got to keep up. But I don't feel like keeping up. But I still want to come back and find myself like having the resources without spending money. So I'm still interested, but not really. So I get someone to handle that. So whenever I feel like it, I come back and I can play. So like
I feel like what it really boils down to is just how busy the individual is. It's certain people in this space are so fucking busy. They got schedules that are jam-packed. They don't have time to get every little event done in the game, but they want to make sure the resources are there so that when they come back to the game, they have maximized those resources. So having somebody do that while you can, I don't know, let's take Tectone for an example. Maybe he has 7 videos lined up for the stream. He's going to knock out those 7 videos while the other guy is knocking out the events that he cannot be fucked with doing at that point in time. It's just priority-wise. So it's like you can't sit there and say that's because he doesn't like the game. It's just smart with your time.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I do think it shows a little bit lack of love for the game in a way, because when you really love a game, you're excited to log in and even do the almost menial kind of things, you know? So I do feel like you just don't enjoy the game as much as you once did. And a lot of people who have account managers probably just don't enjoy the game at all and they just want to make content. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I do think it means people kind of just care less about the game. It doesn't really matter that much to them.
So
Give me 1 second, Tech. I want to put one more thing in there. If you have, let's say you're playing 5 different gacha games, though, and all 5 of these gacha games take 3 hours of shit to do every single day, it's literally impossible for a grown-ass man who's working 8 hours a day to get that done. You have to have somebody doing that in the on the back burner while you're getting that done. It's just you can't. It's like basically if you're going to run a business and try to do 17 different jobs because that's what the business entails. That's just inefficient. You get what I mean? So like you can't like what I'm trying to say is if it's just one game they're playing, I think that makes perfect sense. If it's just one game, it's like, brother, you can get that done. But today, people are dropping gacha games 17 different ways these days, and we're playing them all because it's good for the business.
True, but do you think maybe it has to do with people are following too many games and maybe they don't need to put as much time into all these games? I mean, realistically, a lot of these problems can be just solved with like money, for instance, too, instead of doing dailies and logging in and doing all this stuff. But maybe people are playing too many gachas in a way at the same time, even though I do understand your perspective completely where if you're following a bunch of games, you don't have the time. It's literally impossible. It's like having an editor work on videos for you, right? It's like you don't have the time for this, but
that's something that I did want to. That is something I want to bring up. We all do YouTube here. I'm sure we all do YouTube. I like drawing parallels. If you have an editor and a thumbnail artist, you should quit YouTube because you don't enjoy it. Because if you really liked it, you would be making your thumbnails and editing your own videos. But because you're not doing that, you have no passion. You should quit.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's you just want to do the part that's fun, and you offload the other part that fucking sucks to the people who want to do it. I feel like there's no issue. I feel like in the current space, there is way too many fucking games. And unfortunately, there's way too many games that are good. And that's the problem, is that I would drop. And once again, I'm done with Genshin. Okay. I mean, we all know it. I haven't touched that game in like 4 fucking months. Maybe even, I didn't touch 5.0. I didn't touch 5.1, 4.8. I mean, shit, when was the last time I played fucking Genshin? Nervalette? Probably it's been like a fucking year. I'll still shit on it whenever I get the opportunity to because it's funny as fuck. And people hate it. But HSR, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero are all really good right now to an absurd degree. I mean, as much as I want to be upset that, what is it, what the fuck are we on, 2.4, 2.5? 2.5 for HSR. It's going to suck ass. I mean, we're going to have like Rappa and a 2-hour story quest, and then that's it. It's also kind of nice. Because it's like every patch has been fucking insane lately. Like Zenless Zone Zero's 1.2 was fantastic. The previous patch for Honkai Star Rail was fantastic. Wuthering Waves Shorekeeper, I know that's a controversial patch, but I honestly think it was just incredibly good, which I would love to talk to Kate about later because I know she fucking hated it because God forbid we have a character that we fall in love with. What horrible writing. But I loved it. And I'll be real. Every day I start up the same way. I wake up, I shower, I eat food, I immediately go live for what I hope to will either be somewhere between 4 and 8 hours. The moment I finish that, I go to the gym for about an hour and a half to 2 hours because I do a lot of cardio, I do a lot of lifting, and I do a lot of recovery because they have a jacuzzi and they have a sauna there, and I really enjoy steam sauning for at least 30 minutes to get the blood flowing. Then immediately after that, I do business calls, and then I hang out with friends. I quite literally have no time at all. And you can ask Mr. Pokey, you can ask Box. They came to my house. They even made a video about this. They have no idea how the fuck I do so much every single day. There is not a single way in fuck that I'm doing dailies for 4 gacha games, which, by the way, provide minimal fucking rewards. I also don't feel like spending money on, like, I don't feel like dropping $100 on each one of these gacha games. That's going to add up to like $500, $600 every single fucking patch just to get the fucking character. Or I can get the dailies done and get the character for free. It saves me a lot of time. It saves me a lot of money. But I don't really enjoy having my passion for a game being criticized because I don't want to log in, kill 3 Hilichurls, go talk to a fucking dog, and then jump up and down 3 times in leeway. Fuck that. That shit's gay as fuck. It's not fun.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's that burnout, and you just want someone to take care of that. Whenever you have the passion again, you just go back to the game, and you find that you have things that are going to save you money, which is important.
Hell yeah. What are you saying, Smack?
I'll just say a quick little input. I think that's the most like fair to state in the gacha space because the gacha space is never a full game. It's a half-assed game giving you fluff to do in between, and I think that's fair to say because of gacha. But yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genizard, any final thoughts?
Not really. I mean, I totally agree with this entire thing. Like to get a good work-life balance, right? You
Yeah.
kind of have to do something like this. Otherwise, you're just nonstop slaving away. Instead, you get people who are your viewers to be your slaves, and it's really just a perfect scenario, honestly, for everybody involved.
Yeah, I think what really made me realize why perhaps this take was said was I had a similar thing happen to me yesterday where I had one of my roommates approach me and they say, Tech, do you think you're like a workaholic? And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't think that at all. I mean, when I have an objective, I want to accomplish it. But I think the reason why my roommates may have thought that I was a workaholic is that in my household, a lot of my homies, they work for maybe like an hour or two a day, right? I'm working like 14, not because I need it, but because I just have shit to do. I don't feel a certain type of way where, oh, if I'm not working, I'm not happy. I love taking my time off. After my subathon was over, I slept for 14 hours straight. That shit was fucking awesome. When I have time off, I'll do it. But I think in comparison to their own lives, they might assume that I was a workaholic. But what I think is happening is there are people, and this might rub people the wrong way. I think there are people who don't have lives outside of content creation, outside of the video games they play, who say, well, I play all these video games. Why don't you? It's because you don't like it as much as me. It's like, no, bro, we just have more going on in our lives than you. And I think that comparison is something they need to wake up to. But that's just my opinion. And now,
I think that's fair as well. But I would actually challenge you and say I still think you are a workaholic. You put a lot of fucking time
14 hours
into your stream, into your YouTube channel, into your podcast. There's no fucking shot you're not a workaholic, Tech. And just so you know, 14 hours a day. It's 8 hours of work, and then if you're doing 12 hours of work, you're really getting it. 14 hours of work. That's a workaholic.
I think the difference is what I consider to be a workaholic is someone who isn't happy when they're not working. Like I'm not doing this because if I don't do it, I'm miserable. I'm doing it because I have so much shit to do. And I'm just like, okay, it's kind of like World of Warcraft. If I see a red bar on my screen, I'm going to go kill it. Right. Or, like if I see somebody in Black Myth Wukong have blue spirits, I'm going to go kill it because it's going to drop the loot. I see an objective and I have to do it because that's what I just feel like we as humans are designed to do. But when I am done and if I can take time off, I enjoy the fuck out of it. Like,
so you're a man on a mission.
I think you're still a workaholic, but the difference is between what you just explained is you love what you do.
Absolutely.
But that still puts you as a workaholic. And Sweetly, would you disagree with that?
What, the being a workaholic take?
Would you think?
Well, I feel like you could be a happy workaholic. If
that's
you
what I mean.
view the word as like a, well, I think it depends on how you define the word. Like some people think of the word as probably more of like a term where it's like it defines them in a way that they don't identify with. And I feel like the word workaholic probably means different things to everyone. So as long as you know what they're defining it based off of, like someone might be in their mind, well, anyone who works more than 10 hours a day is a workaholic to me. And then to them, you're a workaholic. But as long as you yourself feels like a certain way and you know how you feel about your work, I think that's the most important. Regardless of like what other people try to define you as.
Whatever Sweetly says, I agree with 100%.
I agree too.
I actually directed it towards her because I just wanted to get her to talk.
Yep. No, I agree. Yep. True. This isn't a planned comment, but I am wondering, and I want to go through each of y'all, a general temperature check on how your Twitch chat's been, how your YouTube comments have been. How are things? Is there any how is your community feeling these days for your communities? And I would love to go last this one. Smack, how has your community been feeling on YouTube, Twitch? Any issues? Things going swimmingly?
I think my community has been relatively the same, apart from the video I made about Wuthering Waves event system expiring not at the same time in a fucking staggered way. Yeah. Other than that, my community's been pretty much the same. I mean, we still deal with the the elitists who want everything to be stated perfectly. You still deal with people who are very casual. I don't know. It's kind of the same. It's pretty much the same, honestly.
Okay, Kate.
Well, apart from the fact people hate me playing Woowa, and I'm probably never going to play it again at any point, I think it's kind of fine.
Why is that?
What? Why people hate me playing Woo?
Yeah.
Oh, because I have shit takes. Yeah.
Do you?
I have shit takes on story. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I probably have an opinion as a shit take, man.
Okay,
That's great.
let's hear it. What is this take that people are hating you for?
Oh no, my story takes in general. Usually, it's like, you know, people. I find that's my thing with the Wuthering Waves community on my side of things is people just like, if you're not positive about it, it's an issue. But I can be negative on other games and it's fine. I'm finding it specifically with Woo.
Okay, that's very interesting. So can you quantify what the exact take that you had was?
Mainly just the whole general like plotline for 1.3 for me. It was like you know, it's character focused. They're character focused main story quests and not like general world building too much. And that's really what people had an issue with. And I just kind of made the take of, you know, the Shorekeeper quest line felt like a Shorekeeper companion quest, but made it to a main quest. And
Okay, so
people are like,
you
well,
don't think like the lore drops on like who was the leader of the Black Shores that have been like talked about since the beginning of the game was like important for the world of Wuthering Waves?
no, I think it's important, but it's like we went to the Black Shores, we met Shorekeeper, we met Alto. Who else did we meet from the Black Shores?
Who
There's
else?
some NPCs we don't give a crap about.
Who else should we have met?
That's a good point. I mean, they don't tell us because they don't show us anyone, right? So how are we supposed to know if they don't actually tell us information about the Black Shores and the organization itself and how it's built and who's involved and why? We just know Shorekeeper.
Yeah, but you
That's
also
it.
saw cute little robots.
Oh, that's true. The little Kurobots, they were cute.
Yeah,
I like them.
those are good. I mean,
They were nice.
I think I understand what you're saying and how you felt on the story, but you know, obviously we don't see eye to eye on this one. I feel like the story quest was great. I feel like meeting Shorekeeper was good. It delivered one of like the best cinematics at the end of the quest. It was properly
I don't
posted.
disagree with that.
Yeah,
I think like it's beautiful. It's visually beautiful. Shorekeeper's like stunning. Like she's a beautiful character.
Yeah.
Like I have no issue with like how they visually tell a story. The music is like so good. I just took an issue with like some plot points, and I wanted to see more about the organization itself, like how it's built.
Have
That's
you
really
ever made a
flawless.
video on this?
I did. I did.
Okay, I'll have to watch that.
yeah.
I'll have to watch that later.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's the comments are interesting for sure.
Okay. Sweetie, how's your community been?
I think my community has been pretty much the same as before. I was sick for a bit, so I just recently came back to streaming.
Wait, were you sick? Were you sick from TwitchCon?
Yeah.
Bro, everybody
after
in my
TwitchCon.
whole house got hit with the fucking plague. And I was fine.
Oh, no.
I was fine. I escaped TwitchCon completely fine. But then me being around all of my roommates got me sick. So then I had to deal
Oh,
with all
no.
that. Thankfully, my immune system is insane. So while they were sick for like 9 days, I was sick for like 2 days. But those 2 days were fucking brutal. But yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better now. And I'm glad your
I'm
community
glad
isn't
you're
freaking the
better
fuck out.
too.
Yeah. Genizard, any crazy community interactions?
Not really, but I think my community is starting to like gachas less.
Really?
I think, yeah. This is kind of going into what you were gonna say next about, like, I guess what's going on with gachas right now. But gachas right now are fucking boring.
Yep.
They're really, really, really boring. Every single big gacha, I'm not talking like, you know, some of the smaller ones. All the big gachas are so boring and there's nothing going on, and every update sucks recently.
Yep.
I mean, like, they're okay. Like, Shorekeeper's update, cool. I finished that shit in like 1 day. Now what? What am I gonna do now? Huh? What am I gonna do? I got like what, a month and a half or something?
Yeah.
Honkai Star Rail. What, like, bro? Honkai Star Rail, they don't even have to release another character for the rest of the game's lifespan, because if you're using Acheron and Firefly, you just beat the game. You have the 2 teams that you can use for everything, or Fei Zhao, whatever. I don't even pull her.
Dude,
but
Fei Zhao. Okay, I will talk about her later. But yeah, keep going.
basically, every single gacha game, because keep in mind, look, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, ZZZ, those are all the biggest gachas right now, pretty much, right? Like the Hoyoverse or the game that's copying Hoyoverse. They're all just the same shitty formula, right? It's the same shit. You release some shitty little new area, you release a garbage story. I mean, like, the stories are okay, but let's be honest, all gacha stories are inferior to an actual TV show or book or whatever,
I've been
right?
saying that for years. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's literally a fact, right?
Yep.
And so they release that stuff. You finish that shit in like 1 day, and then you're just supposed to do what? Nothing. And then some of these games make like $100 million. Meanwhile, a game like Black Myth Wukong takes like years to make and is actually good, right? But like somehow these games release almost no content, and yet people will be like, "Oh, the developers, they're working so hard." Like, "Oh my God, think about the developers, the $5 billion this year. How are they gonna live? What are they gonna do?"
He was crying, man.
I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of these gachas sucking ass and people just being fine with it. Like, how are these gachas getting by? How is this okay?
Hey, so
Anyways, that's my rant.
yeah, have you played Black Myth Wukong?
Yeah, I beat the game. It's great.
I would like to give you a take, and I would like to talk about this. Have we all played Black Myth Wukong? Has anybody not played it?
I haven't played.
I haven't played it.
What the smack? You need to do that today.
I know.
Yo, do you want a key for Black Myth Wukong?
I just started my Elden Ring playthrough because I'm pathetic in that aspect too. I had never finished Elden Ring.
Bro, oh my God, dude, you were gonna.
I can't wait to play it.
It's
I'm gonna mow down
I
Elden and then I'm
playing it.
going straight into Black Myth.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Give me a second before we tackle that, Kate. So I'm gonna say something.
Have a meltdown.
I think, and ready for this? I think objectively, I think it is the best game ever made.
Wow.
That's
Yep.
a very bold statement.
Wait, you're not even like done with the game.
I know.
Either.
I know. I'm on the final chapter, and
Honestly,
I don't.
that makes me so
Oh,
happy.
wait,
to
did
hear.
you see that? You saw the like backstory thing of like the Bull King, right? You saw that like
Yep.
video thing.
Yep.
That was insane.
It was
That
nuts.
shit, that was better than every gacha story in the past like 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, just that video was
Like,
insane.
and here's the crazy thing, right? I can say it's the best game ever made, and people can spam L take, but I know for a fact they would all agree that it's in the top 10, 100%.
Damn.
I don't really think there's a single bad thing about the fucking game, right? Like, the story is incredible. The gameplay is incredible. The flexibility of build is incredible. I mean, the animations are fucking nuts. It is a pure cinema game. And it's crazy how that slight difference between it's the best game ever made to it's the top 10 converted my chat from L take to all spamming yep. Because they know it's that fucking good. They know it's that fucking good. Now, previously, my favorite game of all time is a game called Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise. And then after that is Bloodborne, because Bloodborne is my opinion the best Souls game.
That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking unbelievable, Smack. Did you know I beat Orphan of Chaos in one attempt?
Damn.
Yep.
Crazy.
I went in with half HP, half pots, and I don't know how
Bro
the
was
fuck I
locked
did
in.
it. I locked in, bro. It's one of my proudest gaming accomplishments.
He entered the zone.
Oh, yeah. I was in the flow state. I was in the flow state.
Yeah, he's
100%.
in the flow state. No, but it makes me really happy to hear you guys praising Wukong because that's my favorite mythological god of all time.
Oh, yeah.
I
No.
love that guy.
The lore of Wukong is so fucking cool. Yo, what up, Tectone? The lore of
You shadow
Wukong is
clone.
so insane.
You shadow.
Yeah. It is one of those games that's so unbelievably good. I can't wait for my friends to play it. Like I think I don't know, man. I've never had a game affect me this much. Like I'm thinking about it when I'm like not playing it. Like when I go off stream, I'm just thinking, man, I really want to play, but I can't because I got to do it on stream. And yeah, I'm probably gonna do a New Game Plus off stream. To be honest, it's just incredible.
I'm gonna follow you up on that pretty soon. I'm still that guy who hasn't beat Elden Ring, so it's like I just got to get that out the way first, and I can go into Black Myth. But I did want to let I just wanted to just gesture this towards Genizak because I thought he was fucking cooking. I feel every sentiment he felt that he was stating in that rant.
Yeah.
But sweetly, before we even went onto the pod, and I was shooting the shit with you before, didn't I say the same shit he was saying, but like in less words?
Yeah.
So bro's
That's
yapping.
funny.
All right, so
Yeah, bruh.
he just paimoned your take. Okay.
Now he's trying to make himself look good. What the hell?
Yeah.
I was pretty much. I actually would say I think the more you elaborate and the more you're able to convey, the better it is. So I mean, I disagree.
All right, yo, Legions. How? First of all, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome, thank you. Sorry,
Second
Mike.
of all, no, you're all good. How has your community felt over the past month or so?
For like gotchas,
Yep.
bored. They're bored of them because every game lately, every update has been kind of ass, to be honest. Besides maybe Wuthering Waves, but even that was like one day, not even a day, like 5 hours, if that,
Yeah.
and then that's it. You know, and I'm fine with that because I like playing a lot. Like you were just talking about Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
There's so many games coming out this month. Like me personally, Mario Party, the 20-man Mario Party, bro. I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that.
Wait, what?
Like-
Is that real?
Yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, there's a 20-player Mario Party coming out this month.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, so that's gonna be lit. So I've been just playing a lot of other games on stream. Do the update for the gotchas. Tell chat, all right, we're gonna move on to something else and just move on because everyone's kind of just bored. I think, especially Star Rail. Dude, Star Rail was my favorite for the longest, but right now it's been like going like
fell
this
off.
for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
big time.
like steadily going down.
Star Rail
down, down,
has
down, down.
insane highs and insane lows.
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah.
Yep.
I
It,
would
it
agree
was
with
my
that.
favorite Hoyoverse gacha, but like, bro, I don't even play it right now. It's like so boring.
I think the
Yeah.
problem is too, like a lot of these new games that are coming out too are like copying the Hoyo model. So there's like no guilds, no PvP, so there's like nothing to do in any of
No
the games.
friends.
It's all Genshin's
friends.
fault.
Nothing to
It's
do with
all
friends.
Genshin's fault.
Yeah,
It literally, bro, literally
I'm
everything is
serious.
Genshin's fault.
It's
The
all
reason why
Genshin's
gachas
fault.
suck right now is Genshin Impact.
true,
It's
it's
actually a
true.
fact.
That's just the way that, and this is not a fucking shot at Chinese people, but that is the way that Chinese model is. That one company starts popping the fuck off, and then the all other companies all around them. All right, we got to go do what the fuck they're doing, bro. They're eating over there. We got to do exactly what they're doing.
Yep. No, I mean, I absolutely agree with that. What about anything else? Any drama lately, Legions? What's going on? I know a lot of people
Nah,
have been
we're
calling you
good.
out, man.
we're good.
Okay, if you're
No
sure,
drama.
because like I mean, I love talking about that shit. To be honest,
I know
I-
you do. You bring it up every time I go in your
I,
chat.
I will be real. Crazy take. I think we need something to happen that's bad for someone that we can all talk about. I feel like we really need a big drama to happen. It hasn't happened in forever, and it's kind of annoying. It's really
This man is a demon.
it's fucking miserable. Like I do this whole thing where I'm like, okay, I'll just calm down. You know, all these. I'm gonna be real. I think over the next 6 months, I think people are gonna start retiring from the Genshin Impact space. I feel like almost everybody's channel is down analytically. I think they're gonna start retiring. I think people are gonna start going away. I think the Genshin Impact creator scene is going to fade off into obscurity or go into variety because that's pretty much the only two choices they have. And yeah, man, I'm just waiting for somebody to do some fucked up shit. Because after I obliterated Atsu, like there hasn't been any real good drama in like fucking 5 months. Like nothing happens anymore. It sucks. There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, the last thing that happened was the skin color thing for Genshin. That's about it.
And who cares? That happens every other
right.
fucking month. It's
Yep.
like, guys, these Chinese companies do not like putting black people in their games. We all fucking know it. They even do a thing where it's like the lighter your skin color is, the more beautiful you are. So they're not going to fucking sell characters with darker skin. They're just not going to fucking do it. And we've seen this drama about 18 fucking times in the course of the past 5 years. We all know it. Oh my God, these companies are racist. Holy shit, what a shocker. All right, it's this. I mean, they can't even talk about gay people, guys. I mean, come on. These are not like morally pure companies, but is there anything brewing underneath the surface? We want to call anybody out, guys, because I'm dying here. I mean, somebody call somebody a slur. I'm begging.
So basically, you're saying you need like a Code Geass moment. You need somebody to bring everybody together, like an enemy for
You want
everyone to
somebody to-
focus on.
You
Yes,
want somebody
bro.
to be Lelouch? You want someone to be Lelouch? bro?
Yes, please. Jesus.
Bro, every time I go in your chat, you're instigating shit all the time.
I know, it's so funny. Hey, man,
my
I'm just letting
God.
you know, all these CCs are talking shit about you behind your back. You need to call them out now.
Okay, Tectone, you need to build up a streamer that you are going to take down and you know horrible secrets about. Like
Oh,
you
Mr.
need
Pokey.
to build this person.
Yeah.
I was
that's
about to
just
say,
already
evil, man.
already
Yeah.
been doing that. Yep. Now
So he's the fall guy. Okay.
Yeah,
You've been
yeah,
building up to tear him
Yeah.
down. Biggest
My
drama of all
problem
time.
is, bro, is like when there's drama, there's the bowl is boiling.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, oh my God, I'm fucking over this shit, bro. Like, and then when there's
Yeah.
no drama, like he's saying, I will admit, when there's none at all, it's the exact same feeling. It's like,
Yep.
good Lord, it's fucking Jesus.
there is nothing,
Shit,
bro.
man.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
No, but I will say what I actually wanted to talk about is that there really hasn't been any serious drama in about half a year, to be honest. It's been a long time, guys.
Since the Atsu thing, probably.
Yeah. So I want to
That's
know.
like tier 0.
Oh, yeah, that was tier 0. That was like cinema
Yeah.
drama. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Like going back, like I will just rewatch Mujin's video.
The 4-hour video.
Dude, it's just awesome to me.
The whole movie.
That whole arc was like a anime to me. It was dope.
No, that shit was a television show, brother.
Straight up, that shit was insane. I am curious. Why do y'all think there has been there's been, there's content creators taking jabs at each other. Who cares? We all do that. That's part of the space. We all do it. It's not a big fucking deal. It's never a big fucking deal. Fuck it. Who cares? Right? Yeah. Why do we think there has been no drama in a space that was previously determined drama-fueled, drama-ridden? Why has there been fucking none over the past, 3-4 months? And I would love to ask you, Genazard, as someone who I don't really get to talk to too often.
Well, let me say, as somebody who has nothing to do with the Hoyoverse community and wasn't streaming any Hoyoverse games or Wuthering Waves or anything because it wasn't even out when all that drama was happening, I saw all that shit, bro. Every day it was like, oh, there's a new episode. Like, oh, we're on episode 5 or something of the season. Like, there's some new shit that dropped today. Like, 5 new videos by different people about some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. I think people just don't give a fuck anymore. I think gachas are just so boring. Nobody even feels invested enough to start these fights anymore. I think shit was more competitive before, so there was more beef brewing between people and there was all sorts of competition in the air. But now I think people just don't give a fuck. And there's just not really much of this anymore because there's not this competition and this, oh, now's the time to strike, we gotta grow right now or anything. I think people just don't care. And I think gachas, I mean, COVID's over and all that kind of stuff, right? So I think it's just people don't care.
So if I were to quantify your take, I wonder if you would agree with this or not. So what you're saying is, in a hyper-competitive space, people were artificially creating drama in order to clout chase larger creators and get their community to put their eyes on them. And now that we're in a more casual space, because the space isn't popping off too much right now, things are more calm because there's not really any viewers to go grab because everybody's kind of doing their own thing.
I would say that's partially true, but also I think it's not just people trying to make up stuff. It's also people higher emotions run higher, they're more likely to get into something like that because it's such a big thing. Also, I think another big thing is notice that this seems to only happen with PvE gachas. You know why? Because in a PvE gacha, you say someone's shit and then the other person starts talking shit on you. In a PvP game, you would just be like, okay, fucking fight me. We're just gonna fucking I'm higher ranked than you. Shut the fuck up, dumbass.
I spend more money than you, so
yeah. But in these little shitty PvE games, everybody just has to go on Twitter for their PvP or whatever because no one has any balls. They can't do anything in the game. It's boring as shit, right? But in a PvP game, you can just solve that shit in 2 seconds. But in PvE games, what are you gonna do? The PvP is on Twitter. It's online.
I agree. I used to say when Genshin Impact has no content, there will be PvP on Twitter. And that was a tale as old as time. I've been saying that for 4 fucking years. Smack, do you have any opinion on this?
I had a number of them running through my head, but the more bro yap, they kept leaving my brain. You know what I mean? But what I would say is, what I was thinking of when he was talking, the first thought was people have gotten older, and I think a 16-year-old versus a 20-year-old is a big difference in mentality. A 20-year-old and a 25-year-old, a big difference in mentality. So I think that is also a reason why. What I'm getting at too, by the way, is that these same people who were probably fans of some of these guys who weren't worth a fucking quarter, probably started seeing that at a more developed mental state of mind. Whereas when they were 16, they were looking at that person like they were just the greatest content creator ever. When in reality, it was just the explosion, the hype that comes with a game that was as monumental as Genshin Impact. Also, content creators who were fucking nothing that blew up to something. After being in this space for 3 years, being something, you start to get a little bit more mature. You start to develop a little bit more professionalism and how to deal with certain things. So I think all of those play a pivotal role in it as well. But I think there is quite a bit of nuance to the whole ordeal. I think what Genazat was saying was pretty fair as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, man, I'm glad you said it because that's what I was thinking, but I didn't know how to say it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. What about you, V?
Same. Literally, he just took the words out of my mouth. I feel like, yeah, go.
Yeah, that, and I think there's no ZZZ came out and that was the big game, but I don't think people liked ZZZ as much as they liked Genshin or Star Rail when it came out. I think maybe the next big game, maybe some people will blow up and get some big heads and start creating drama, but other than that, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Okay, so I want to do something fun here real quick, and then I want to talk about specifically people's issues with these. I want to just take the big 4 gachas right now, which, some might tell you it's love in deep space. Before we get to this stuff, let's actually talk about that. Do we have any major opinions on, for or against, do we think monetary gain equals the success of a game or the what's the word? How good a game is determined by how much that game makes on the Sensory Lab report. And I would love to start with you, V. How do you feel about that?
I don't think it matters. I think what matters is popularity. People want to fit in. And a lot of the times what happens is that some people can like play and try to enjoy a game more because it allows them to fit in a bigger group. I feel like Genshin kind of suffered from that a bit because a lot of, isolated anime boys, like they could actually play Genshin Impact and feel like they belong to a certain community. I feel like a lot of gamers typically see that in the anime trope a lot, which is people are isolated. So like they try to fit in somewhere. So popularity, I feel like, is the driving force of a game for it to be played and for people to recognize that it's the thing to be doing more so than the monetary gain that game generates, if that makes any sense.
Okay. What about you, Sweetly?
I feel like it depends on how you define how good a game is. Like, is it a good game if, let's say, 10% of the people that play it really likes it and then claims it's like their #1 best game? Or is it only a good game if like 80% of the population have played it, but claims it's like a mid game, like maybe everyone's played it, but they don't particularly like it. So I feel like I don't think you can really use it to define. Like for me personally, I don't think how much a game makes defines how good or bad the game is doing.
Okay. Smack?
She cooked with that one. I would say that the monetary gain of a game it's a fucking business at the end of the day. If it's making the most money, it's doing a damn good job. But with regards to like, because there's certain games out there in the entirety of gaming that are some of the greatest games of all time, and they didn't do the best numbers. So that I think in and of itself is some merit with regards to monetary not being the only means of a success. But in the gacha space, these games are live service games. It's like if they're not making fucking money, they are end of service. And so I think that plays a huge role in it. But Sensor Tower, I feel like that is kind of a conduit to this conversation. I think what people need to realize is that Sensor Tower only tracks mobile. And at the end of the day, we can't really extrapolate anything from that. It's a fucking content form for me, for Tech, for Pokey, like it really like. I am not sitting here saying Wuthering Waves is failing because I know good and goddamn well they're bringing in money from PC and all these other sources as well. None of these games are actually failing in and of itself. So I don't know.
No, I mean, I absolutely 100% agree. Does anybody have any opinions of, yes, if like money equates to how good the game is?
No, but I think money equates to how good your gacha system actually is, right?
Okay.
Like I'd say like Love It Deep Space, right? It's been making more money month on month at this point. Exactly. And I think Love Deep Space, not because it's a good game, but because it is the most predatory gacha system out of all the big ones so far. Like it's saying like by like a country mile. Like
so how does it work? I don't understand how the elevator thing works. I played it. I didn't spend any money. I got the banner unit, and then I was like, oh wow, this game's awesome. So like, how does it work?
Right. So essentially like every month at this point they release like kind of like 2 banners, right? But on one point of the banner they will release like 4 different 5 stars at the same time. So already you're going to be like interested in pulling for like 4 different of these 5 stars. And then every time there's a refresh, they get a sale of actual like pulls. So for like $1, for example, for $1 you can like get like a single pull. So they get a lot of money by making people spend a little. So all of a sudden like you've got like a couple thousand people all spending $1, $2. They have so many packs that are like they put on deals really cheap every time. These like 5-star banners come out with 4 characters.
Netmarble does that a lot with their games.
I saw on Sensor Tower that game is being severely carried by China though, and I think that's another thing I wanted to ask inside of Tectone's question. He was asking that does a monetary gain define a game's success? I would like to ask another question. Does a game having 95% of its profits from China, is that, like, what are y'all's thoughts on that? Is that still considered a nuclear success? I know a person is a person and money is money, but if 95% of a game's monetary gain is from China, I think it's also interesting if people think that game is popping off as much as they think it is.
Well, to be fair, just real quick, I want to jump in. If you look at global revenue for a lot of games, most of it's from Japan. Japan hard carries our asses. Our revenue would be so bad without Japan. Like spend like 50 to 70% of it sometimes. Like, it's actually crazy.
I believe the
But-
only game that's not the case for is Wuthering Waves. I believe Wuthering Waves makes
PGR.
Yeah.
they make a
Yeah.
fuck ton of money from North American players, and I think that's because they cater to systems that North American players and a Western audience actually prefers to.
And
AFK
communicates
Journey
with
as
players.
well.
What would you say, Matt? Which game?
AFK Journey as well.
Oh yeah, AFK Journey. Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's a
100%.
Western game too, right? Western.
Yeah.
They just marketed the shit out of the West when
Yeah.
it first released.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's good. We're good to move away from that. But yeah, I mean, I think the moral of the story is some people take Sensory Tower a bit too seriously.
Yeah.
But man, is it fun to shit on games when they make no fucking money. I'll be real.
Oh, yeah.
When I saw Wuthering Waves made $6 million, I was like, what? Then it jumped to 12. Thank God. Dawn will continue to prosper. Yeah, all right. So now I want to go through the list of gacha games. If you have something inflammatory, incendiary to say, or you have some strong feelings about the current state of things, let me know. I want to firstly touch on Zenless Zone Zero. How are we feeling about this game? Anybody have any crazy positives or negatives they want to talk about?
I think Zenless Zone Zero is 1,000,000,000% going down the drain.
Man, me too.
Really? Why?
I think if you look at every single metric, it points down. From a streaming perspective, they bought their fucking category and it still does shit. From YouTube perspective, you look at any content creator that covers that game and then look at what games they cover, it's getting the least amount of views. And then if you look at its money from Sensor Tower, that shit's going down the drain as well. I think every metric possible, that game has pointed downwards.
Yep.
Which is
I think it's like
crazy.
the most boring game to watch too on stream.
In their live stream, their latest live stream, the developer was fucking amazing. They were transparent. They were great. They were talking about changes. They were tackling all the things people were asking about. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm just like, damn.
Well, Gacha Smack.
Zenless Zone Zero.
They did that because you're right.
Exactly.
Right? That's why they're going to these lengths. Like, why do you think
Hoyo
Genshin
doesn't
doesn't do that?
operate
Because they
like
don't give a
that.
fuck. Genshin doesn't
didn't
give a
watch
fuck.
it.
Yeah,
It's
Hoyo don't care.
unfortunate. Oh, by the way, 1.2 got completely flushed out by Wuthering Waves 1.3. Like they just
Yep.
were like, who gives a fuck? 1.3 Wuthering Waves.
Yeah, I think they fucked up with trying to put the date at the same time with that one.
Yeah, bro, too much PvP.
Which is
Yep.
crazy because Zenless Zone Zero is the best gacha game right now.
Right? No, I need
Be.
a wait.
Not the finest women,
I need a
bro.
comment on this, bro. Look, don't tell Dawei I said this, but I think ZZZ is dog shit. I think it is a shit game. I think the gameplay sucks. I think the character designs, until the newer characters, like, let's be honest, the base cast sucks. Most of them.
100%.
Right? Like, and then every new character is like either a furry, okay, either hot woman, okay, I'm fine with that, or furry. And it's like, okay, I don't know why half your cast is furries. Like, you're catering to a really different audience than like
Yep. Pretty niche
something
too.
that a lot of us are into. Hey, furries are rich,
That shit
though,
does bother
right?
me.
Wait,
Yeah.
so are
Those
you
people are
telling
local.
me that if a chick has cat ears and a tail, you're gonna say, "Oh no, I ain't jerking off to
No,
that"?
that's not what I'm saying.
That's like all
But
what are you
half
saying?
the furries are Ben Bigger. Are you jerking off to Ben Bigger, Tectone? Be
Whoever
honest.
Ben Bigger's fucking, I don't care.
He's fucking.
I'm just here to watch. So let me tell you why Zenless Zone Zero is the best gacha. Here we go. For me, just so you know, my ranking goes Zenless Zone Zero
porn.
number 1, Wuthering Waves number 2, Honkai Star Rail number 3, Genshin Impact is like number 1,000.
You're a fucking coomer, Tech. We know
Yep.
exactly why you're.
Yeah,
gonna say it's the best
absolutely.
gacha.
Yeah.
Because the models of these characters are so
Dude,
much fucking
here it
better.
comes.
It's absurd. The rigging of these characters is nuts. The animations, the way they tell the story. Have you ever seen the emote Shiza on Twitch? Chad, go ahead and type Shiza. Every
Yeah.
character's facial animation is fucking insane. Like they're like doing all this crazy shit all the fucking time. And I am so tired of playing gacha games where it's two characters talking like this at each other for about
I
40
think that's
minutes
why I
straight.
hate Star Rail so
Oh my
much. now.
God, bro.
I
The
literally
camera
think
just
that's why I
pans
hate
around
Star
them.
Rail.
They're just standing.
Yes.
Star Rail
Star
is
Rail
a
got so
visual
bad.
novel now.
It
oh my,
sucks.
oh my fucking
100%.
Like
Tech is cooking.
ZZZ brought the new animations to the forefront, and they're insane. It's so good. I can't look at these other games. Thankfully, Wuthering Waves is doing a pretty good job, because even though while they're telling these the camera's like boom, 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 like at least something's fucking moving. But like
The game's
Gens-
also high quality looking, right? Like, that's a big
Yes.
thing too.
Yes, and like the sound design's amazing. The animation's amazing.
What about the combat? You don't get bored of the combat?
I've
I
actually
think
fucking
Tech is
looked at it.
alluding to fuck
It's
the
like
combat.
you fucking
I
just
think
left
he's
click,
alluding to
you
fuck the
left
combat.
click the entire time and press space bar every once in a while.
Like,
It's so fucking boring.
I'll be real, man. I'm not playing these gacha games for their gameplay anymore. I'm just
Thank
not.
God.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing for the story. I'm playing for the characters. And most importantly, I'm playing for the fucking music. Zenless Zone Zero's music is insane. I listen to that shit off stream. It's just good. Yeah. I mean, Bernice's cutscene where she looked, oh God, she looks so fucking cute. I just, Zenless Zone Zero made me realize how good a gacha game could look like and how fun the animations and the cinematics could look like. And now these other games just look like shit to me. They genuinely do. And thankfully, Wuthering Waves showed me, oh, hey, we can do this shit too with the ending cinematic of 1.3, which I thought was fucking fantastic. But like, there hasn't really been a moment that's blown me away in Genshin Impact in like years. And in Honkai Star Rail, maybe like what, Adventurine's Quest? Where he went into Acheron's Frozone. Like that shit was fucking cool. But yeah, I am just so tired of the static way that these characters tell their story. And not to mention, it's going to be the issue is going to be exacerbated by the English voice actors going on strike. Like, who knows?
Oh man,
Can
Genshin,
we
do
all
you see what
agree
happened with
that
that?
fucking
Oh my God,
bird-
Genshin sucks so bad right now.
Wait, what
we
happened
all
with
agree
Genshin
that-
Impact?
They don't even have VAs
Yeah.
anymore, bro.
Yeah, English
Yeah,
VA
no.
doesn't exist pretty much in the story. There's just
I mean, even in the Star
At
Rail
all?
live stream the other day, there was
Yeah.
no fucking voice actor for the stupid bird part. We just heard fucking chirping. The
Oh, the
Japanese
chirping drove me
version
insane.
Dude, I was ready to kill myself.
I went in Tech stream just to get a laugh because I knew he was
Oh.
gonna be bitching about that shit. I was live, I popped in, and he was like, "Oh God, please say what I said."
And it went on for so long.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, bro, dude, MTaz's shit was fucking
whole
gold
fucking
too, bro.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, I
It was
swear,
like
if you're ever
NPCs to
streaming,
talk.
guys, and you just like it's a shit part, jump in Tech stream and then go jump in MTaz's stream. Just do. I swear to God, it will enhance your experience, bro.
Because
I was looking at yours, man. I was laughing.
like, bro, man, when the shit sucks, I'm gonna be the guy to say this shit fucking blows. Like, and it does. And don't get me wrong, it fucks me analytically, and we all fucking know it. If you pretend to like these games, oh man, it's so good. But real quick, did anybody like it? Did anybody like the birds? It's okay if you did.
No. Nope.
Sweetie, did you like the birds? I don't want to attack you personally. Did you?
No.
Okay. Kate, did you like the birds?
Fuck no.
Okay, great. Okay, so I think what a really fun thing to do right now is to just do this. I already told you what I think the top 4 gachas are, my favorite and the least favorite, and why. I would love to know all of y'all's, in order, the best to worst gacha, and why something's the best and why something's the worst. I would love to start with you, V. What do you think? Give me your top 4. How does it go in order?
I'm not gonna lie, it's really getting affected by the community itself as a creator. But for me personally, I would say Wuthering Waves number 1 because it's the only one I feel like I enjoy actually logging in to play. SSR number 2 for sure. I don't even think I have a damn 3 or 4, man. I think those are the only games I care about. ZZZ kind of mid, kind of sucks. I don't want to show
Those
you
are
great,
tourists. He only
but
plays
that
2
gameplay
games.
doesn't hold. Genshin just freaking sucks even more so now. Imagine that shit. 4 years and it still sucks. And yeah, that I only have 2 games, man. That's the only ones I fucks with. Sometimes I play Master Duel. That's like a Yu-Gi-Oh game. That's also gacha. That's it. That's like as far as I go.
Is anybody here's number 1 Genshin Impact?
Hell fucking no.
No?
Nope.
No.
Fuck!
It fell off hard. Like they didn't
Okay.
live up at all.
I gotta talk.
You should invited Doro.
Yeah, I gotta invite Dora or Brand next time because I do just want to know. Because generally when I ask these people, why do you like it so much? They just say, I don't know, I just like it. And I'm just like, all right, someone who can put it into words, why the fuck they like this shit. I just don't get it.
I think for a lot of people, Genshin has like a lot of nostalgia that
Yep.
a lot of people probably can't put into words. It's like your first, like for a lot of people, it's probably their very first like open world gacha game.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
like and I think that can hold a lot of weight for a lot of people, even if like later on they don't necessarily vibe with the story or the content. I think it still has like a special place for people.
Yeah. I'm a guy
You never
that
forget your
never
first.
struggles to like find the words to say. So like I'll never not be able to explain my viewpoint or my stance on things. And if I can't explain it or if I can't defend it, I usually change my viewpoint. Because that's how I feel that humans should be. If you cannot explain why you feel a way, then feel a different way. If you can't defend your viewpoints, then you should probably pivot it. But that's my opinion.
What if it's preference though? Like it's just their preference. No big deal.
Okay. So, like, give me an example.
Here is you don't practice critical thought enough if you can't put into words why you feel the way you feel. You need to spend more time thinking on things and pondering on subjects. You don't do it enough in your life.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think why I couldn't explain a single thing of why I like something. Like, I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Like, even with preference, like I can tell you why, like, I want to fuck a certain type of girl. Like, I can tell you why I want to play a certain type of game. Why I like the food that I like. Like, for example, why do you like salmon sushi so much? Okay, well, let me go down the line. Okay, so when I eat salmon sushi, it's guilt-free because it's good for you, and I like eating healthy foods. Salmon also has a lot of omega-3s, and omega-3s are an anticoagulant, which means essentially you get better blood flow, which means when I eat salmon, it makes me feel better. Not to mention the texture is amazing. It's like buttery smooth, but it also has like rice to excite you, and sometimes it also has wasabi to cut through the fucking fat flavor on your tongue. Like, I get why I like that shit. Plus, it's fucking salty as fuck if you put soy sauce on, which I love. Like, that's why I think salmon sushi is the greatest food ever made.
Holy yap, that was impressive, bro.
Yeah, but I love it. Yo, Box, what up, big dog?
Good morning.
Hey, what is up, man?
What's up, brother?
Dude, we needed to ask you a question, buddy. Is Genshin Impact your favorite game?
Oh,
the two sons
Mr.
of you.
Pokey, bro. Sorry,
Wow,
we
you
just
both
got
just
done
showed up at the
having,
same time.
Yo,
You
Mr.
got done with
Pokey.
Love in Deep Space?
Yeah, we just made out. Sorry, we just joined right now.
Oh,
Hell
Yeah, your hair
bro.
looks like a bit of a
Made their
mess,
hair,
bro.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, good morning, brother. Good morning.
What's up? What was it? Oh, sorry, what's the question?
So let me get y'all involved in this space. First of all, guys, this is Box too. This is Mr. Pokey. They're busy
Take it
guys. They weren't doing it. It's weird that you all came in at the same time. I'm not gonna lie.
That-
And both of y'all's
he's a
hair is
dick rider.
super messed up, but that's fine.
I was thinking the exact same
Yeah.
thing, bro.
Real quick, we were going down the line. We were getting to y'all. We're gonna go around the table and all that shit. But can you give me, starting with you, Box, the best gacha to the worst gacha, like ranked in the top 4? Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, Genshin Impact. What is your top 4?
Honkai Star Rail. Fuck, I'll be honest, I hate everything else, man.
Okay.
Dokkan Battle?
All right.
Hello? That's your
Dokkan?
favorite
No,
game?
fuck Dokkan, bro. That shit ruined my life.
True.
I deleted the app.
Okay, so let's say Honkai
Zero.
Star Rail is your favorite. Why?
Because I'm lazy as fuck.
Okay. And how
Yeah.
does Honkai Star Rail pander to lazy people better than the other games?
Because you log on, you farm your resin, and all your dailies are done.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
that's
and,
pretty much it.
And so what do you not like about the other games?
Oh, they also have like I like their character designs. I think they are way better than almost every other gacha game that I play.
You think Honkai Star Rail has better characters than every other game?
Then ZZZ?
Yeah.
Okay,
Dude,
so
I do not
that's
like
crazy.
Zenless
Shit.
characters at all.
Okay, so who are your top 3
Mhm.
character designs in Honkai Star Rail?
Firefly.
Oh god, you're such a loser.
Oh,
Design?
fuck you, dude. Oh, you like Jane Doe, bro.
Yeah,
All she
she's
does is
hot
have a
as fuck.
fat ass.
Yeah.
She has- yeah,
oh,
exactly,
that's
and there it
all
is.
she
And there it
does.
is.
Okay, what else you need to
Uh-huh.
do? Yeah, who else?
All right. Argenti.
What the fuck?
Oh
I
my.
don't know, man.
Based. That's what I'm gonna say. That's a good take.
You like
Hell no.
you like
no
Leon
way
Genesis,
out of
Those
all
are
the
don't you?
boring.
characters, bro said Argenti, bro. That's crazy.
That's criminal. Okay, and who's your third, man?
What the fuck?
Whatever, man. I can't talk to you normies. Last one would be.
I'd love to hear though, Box. Why you thinking? What do you like about Argenti, brother? Dead ass question.
Honestly, I don't know what it is, but he's
the eyes?
really
The voice?
the
flowers.
sure, the voice. I just like he's really elegant, you know. And I think that's kind
Okay.
of funny.
Okay,
and he always
so-
just shows up in the middle of nowhere.
And you know what? You know
Are
what?
you
I think
Yeah.
that's fair. It's elegance.
Okay, thank
There's a lot of
Are you
characters
a
that don't
Kurama
have that.
fan?
Mhm.
Are you a Yu Yu Hakusho Kurama fan too, or no? Like, I'm just trying to see if it's a trend, if there's a pattern in
I
any
was
anime
about to say the
preferences.
same thing.
Oh, you say Yu Yu Hakusho?
Because the
Yeah.
dude in there named
Oh.
Kurama,
Do with
who's
the-
literally
do with the
Argenti,
rose, I
1 billion
forgot his
percent
fucking
inspired
name.
from.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy because I dropped Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's insane.
That
It's so
is
fucking
crazy.
good. That's
Oh my god.
great. Have you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you like Maximilian Pegasus?
No, they're not
Yes,
like the
Yugi
same-
boy.
That's
That guy's sus as fuck, man.
God, he's so awesome. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you sharing those, Box. Mr. Bogey, as a man who plays every gacha right now,
yes, sir.
give me your top 4 in order.
No neutral.
Star Rail,
Yep.
Zenless,
Yep.
Genshin,
Yep.
Wawa.
Whoa. Okay. And now I want you to give me one of these. Like, Star Rail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for me,
What?
it's Zenless Zone Zero, and then it's
Oh, okay. Like the
Wuthering
scale.
Waves, Star
Okay.
Rail,
Yep.
Genshin. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so give me one of these real quick.
Okay. Star Rail.
Yep.
Wait, Star Rail.
Yep.
Zenless.
Okay.
Genshin.
Yep.
Damn,
Are
it's
you
not
on the
even
floor?
Okay, Genshin and Wawa are around the same. Genshin and Wawa is around the same. Genshin and
Okay.
Wawa is around the same.
Okay.
I would say,
So
yeah.
I want to talk to you about this. So you are someone who has gotten into Genshin Impact recently. People are calling you, and this I'm just telling you what I've heard. People are calling you the rank 1 Hoyo shill. Okay?
Dude, I was literally just called a Kuro bot yesterday because I gave Genshin story a 7.5 and I gave Wawa story a 8.5. I'm like, oh my god, why are you such a Kuro bot? Why do you hate Genshin Impact story? So that's just crazy.
Okay. So, dude, you know, it is what it is. People will call it, you know, don't worry about it. What do you like about Genshin Impact? Like, how has it been? What are you liking? What are you not liking?
Do you like Genshin Impact secretly? That's why you like, you know, you keep asking about Genshin Impact. Like a tsundere. Yeah,
So
that's
it's
tsundere.
kind of like this. It's kind of like when somebody has a really toxic boyfriend, right? Or a really toxic girlfriend. And then so you go to that person and be like, so what do you like about them? Just so that way they realize, wait a minute. Oh, I don't like them. Oh, I'm glad that you put this thought into my head. So I'm trying to figure out, why do you like this game? What did it do? Tell me.
It's fun. The
How?
story is funny.
How?
It's funny when I see different colors mix and bloom and like big numbers and like the gameplay. Wow, very fun. Very poggers.
Okay, so you like the combat system. You like the elemental mix-up system.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Okay. And what, like, just because
No,
it's,
but,
no, because my brain is fried because I'm just like, wow, really? All right.
We'll see how long it lasts, man.
How's the story been? Has it been good?
I genuinely like the story though.
You like
Yeah, I
Paimon?
genuinely do like the story. I'm okay with it. She yaps a little bit too much sometimes, but I think it's funny sometimes as well. It's alright.
She ruined the game for me.
Who?
Yo,
Yeah, she yaps a little bit too much. Yeah,
I think
She yaps a little
Paimon.
bit too much.
Oh, Paimon? Oh, yeah,
Is the
absolutely.
arc
I'm
a
on
bit good?
game ruiner instantly.
Okay. All right. So you like the elemental mixed mastery system. That's absolutely fine. There's a lot of people in your YouTube community comment section who don't like the fact that I say that I think Inazuma was peak Genshin Impact. How did you feel about Inazuma?
Okay, wait. First of all, that's for the clip channel, right?
Yeah, Clip Channel, yeah.
Okay, first of all, I'm not managing the clip channel, so they're just posting whatever they want. And like, yeah, my hands are kind of clean. But I just give them kind of freedom. Second of all, I think Inazuma. Okay, I'll be honest. I only really locked in for Genshin story at around Sumeru. For Inazuma, I was like kind of not paying full attention. Then Monster and Li, I was like just completely out of it. I was just playing for like the sake of playing it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, it's a new game, so yeah.
Okay.
I think it was not that bad, yeah.
I think Fontaine is now the best story Genshin Impact has ever told. If anybody's ever done it, it was fucking amazing. From 4.0 to
I agree.
4.2, it was incredible. Inazuma obviously has a special place in my heart because it was the first part where it felt like Genshin wasn't for losers. I always felt like a loser playing that game. But when I saw the quest of Raiden Shogun going to like essentially decapitate the Traveler, and then Kazuha blocked it with his Wind Blade because he unlocked an extra element from his dead friend. I was like, oh, dude, this is insane. And then nothing
was
like
fire.
that was ever delivered for the next 2 fucking years. And I'm like, all right, man, well, I'm not that big of a loser to stay around when the game sucks balls. Okay. Yeah, so you put Wuthering Waves at your bottom.
That's crazy.
It's a very close thing with Genshin
And
because
why
I
is
personally
that?
don't really. Okay, I just don't really like open world gacha games that much. It's like if I want to play open world game, I might as well just play Elden Ring, which is like just far superior in like every sense of the word.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
like to a certain extent, like Black Myth as well. But Black Myth is not really open
It's not
world.
open world.
But you get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Like the whole combat and kind of. So I don't really like the whole gacha open world thing. So that's just why Wuthering Waves and Genshin is around the same but different. Yeah, same but different.
Okay, final question because I don't want to hyperfixate on too much. Do you prefer Black Myth
Yeah.
Wukong or Elden Ring?
Ooh. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you got it, man.
I think they're both pretty good in their own ways.
Oh yeah, so I love all my children equally.
Story-wise, Black Myth wins.
Oh
Story-wise,
yeah,
Black Myth wins.
dude. I cried like every time there's a chapter ending. It's fucking nuts. Okay, well, great. So let's go on here. Another really fun one to ask is there anybody here who is playing a gacha outside of the quote unquote big four that any of you guys want to talk or hype up? Kate.
Me.
Outside of the top?
Yeah.
No, I'm incredibly basic. Hot men, gacha. That's it. That's it, really.
Okay, so that's you. That's okay. All right. Well, then I won't bother you. That's it. It is what it is. Hey, Genocide.
I would.
All right, my top four. I'm not 100% sure if this is my order, but there's not a single big gacha in it, I guess.
Okay.
Well, sort of. Number one, I'd maybe say Nikkei right now. I guess you could say that's a big gacha, but I feel like people don't really talk about it a ton.
True.
Number two, I'd say like Epic 7, I think. That's the game I came from, and I wouldn't have been able to play it if it was literal dog shit.
Yep.
Number three, I'd maybe say, you know, I'm gonna be real. That hentai gacha game I made a video on.
Yep.
But good PvP, fun for the whole family. Number four, I'd maybe say, maybe Wuthering Waves. Might put Wuthering Waves there at number four.
I'm proud of you, man. That's a big pick. Yeah. Are you tracking Chaos 7 Nightmare? You know what it's called? You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, what?
There's a new game coming out.
Oh, Chaos Zero Nightmare?
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what? I originally was not excited for that game.
Yeah.
But have you heard of this little game called Chrono Arc?
No.
Do you know that game?
No.
Okay, well, that game is like this deck builder roguelite like JRPG game. I love it. I absolutely love that game, and I recently played it. And I think Chaos Zero Nightmare looks like that game. So I'm actually now really excited for that game, and it's made by the Epic 7 people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm waiting for a new game like Epic 7 to come out, because when I played Summoner's War, I didn't want to play Epic 7 because I was like, well, it's the same game, but now I have to erase all my fucking progress to play it. I do acknowledge Epic 7 as the superior game, but I do think what will reinvigorate the gacha space, I don't think it's going to be a PvE gacha game. I think we finally need to dip our toes into a PvP gacha game.
A good PvP gacha, if it came out and was actually high quality, because let's be honest, if you look at 2D gachas, like not a 3D open world thing like what Hoyoverse makes, if you look at 2D, Epic 7 is the best looking. It's just the best looking in-game combat, all that stuff. But companies don't want to actually spend the time and money to do that because they know they can just make some shitty gacha like solo leveling, leech off the IP, Netmarble, the whole fucking thing, and then it'll make millions of dollars. Anything Netmarble touches, by the way, anyone in chat, anyone listening, watching this video, Netmarble games are shit.
I agree.
Be honest, like just quit your Netmarble games, okay?
They're
literal garbage. They're always garbage every single time. There's no exception.
That's why the open world 7 Deadly Sins game is gonna be ass.
Hey, imagine if the new gacha game that's PvP ends up being like a MOBA. I think that would be fucking insane.
MOBA, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't they try that?
Dragon Ball
League of Legends, ladies and gentlemen. It does have a
would be-
system
It has
with the loop
gacha.
in the skins. It is absolutely the best game in the world right now. Absolutely.
I will say,
I think that would be crazy.
Pokemon Unite was a gacha MOBA that I paid to win on day one, and I got like top 15 in North America in like 2 days. I would 1v5 the enemy teams. Like, I was just, the little kids, they would get back from school. They'd be like, oh, I can't wait to play as Charizard in my favorite video game. And then I beat the fuck out of them with Cinderace. I beat the fuck out of them with Gengar. That shit was
Big
fucking
mad
nasty,
bald
bro.
man
I was
comes
a
in to
Gengar
beat up
player, bro.
children.
I would fucking
I'm gonna do the
watch
same thing on
everybody
the
with
Dragon
Gengar.
Ball one.
Bro,
You like to beat up kids. Okay.
The Dragon Ball one's
a
gonna be
great
just
guy.
like Pokemon Unite. I'm gonna do the same shit.
yeah, well, now here's a great question that I would love to know y'all's thoughts on. So as we've seen by the Sensory Tower, the revenue report, we've seen that games like Love and Deep Space are popping the hell off with revenue. Now, given that revenue is majorly in China, now these characters pander entirely to gay dudes and straight women. Things that people thought were impossible, like, oh, you can't sell men. They want women. They want big boobies. They want big ass. Are any of us starting to think that maybe these gacha companies are fucking up and they should start pandering to big sexy dudes Or do we think it's just cooked and Love and Deep Space is just an outlier? It's an exemption. It's not the rules. Sweetly, do you think we need more sexualization of men in video games?
I haven't played
That's
Love and
wild.
Deep Space, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with Love and Deep Space. I feel like it's. Has any gacha tried it for marketing? It feels like it makes sense given
Lycon
the
is pretty up there.
success of Love and Deep Space. I feel like other gachas probably will.
So as a woman, when you pull for a character, Sweetly, what are you thinking in your head? Like what makes you pull a character?
I think story, character design.
And what about their
Mostly
design do you
those
like?
two.
Like what about their design?
I think I generally tend to pull for if I like the design. It's hard to explain. I generally pull for more girls, I feel like, than male characters.
Okay, so like for example, Calcharo, his design. How do you feel about that?
He's okay.
Oh my God. Who's
Women
your
are awesome, man.
who's
What do you
your-
want her to say?
who's your favorite male character in gacha games right now?
I need to
Lord
think
Show.
about. I need to think about that one.
Oh my God, you can't even. Oh my God, you do not care.
Sweetly, Lord
I
or
don't think I
Blade?
have I don't think I have a favorite male character in a gacha game. I have favorite female characters.
Who?
I like Ayaka, but it's because she's the first. Because when I was playing Genshin, I was right around because I didn't play Genshin on release, so I played Genshin starting in like 2.4, 2.3, right before the Eternity Ayaka banner.
Okay.
So then she was one of the first limited 5 stars I pulled a few
Oh, yeah,
copies
yeah.
of.
Okay.
And then I played her a lot. So there's a lot of attachment there.
Okay. Interesting. Box, you're bisexual. Who's like your favorite male characters
Yep.
in gacha?
Yep. Hold up. No. That again, scene. Sorry. What was that? Sorry, what was the question again?
Yeah, the chick you were fucking had to leave.
Crazy. That's my mom.
Oh, why were you fucking your mom? Who's like
Yeah,
your
it was a
favorite-
chick. It was a chick. Uh-huh.
Oh,
What
okay.
was the question?
Yeah, who's
Yep.
like your favorite male character in gachas?
Argenti.
We already talked about this. Okay, great.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Kate, I need you to explain why
Yeah.
we need more sexualization of men in gacha games.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
seen them?
Alright.
I have. I have in fact
That's
seen
why.
them. That's your whole shtick. Is that
Yeah,
have you
it's-
seen them?
No. Okay, listen. Like, it's not right. People say like Love and Deep says people play it for the hot men, and that's really it, right? But I kind of want to counter that by saying it is not just hot men, right? It's because the fact every update, right? They add more to the actual characters and story themselves. People get more invested into the story. Like, yes, they're hot dudes, but also like every month there's the new things about them, and other gachas don't do that, right? Like, how often do we go back and experience more things about any of the characters apart from an update, right? You never do. You see them once and that's it, right?
Yep.
But like getting new shit about them every single month is like really cool, and that's like a lot to do with it. And is it very parasocial? Yes, like incredibly so, like insanely so. That's a lot to do with it. But it's not. I feel like it's not just like hot dudes and sexualizing. I think a lot of it for Love and Deep Space is just adding to the characters every time. But regardless, I think yes, give me more like hot men with washboard abs. Like give me them.
Okay. Yeah, I got no idea what the fuck you just said. But I'll pretend that I did.
So you interact a lot with the characters, right?
Right,
Love and
right,
Deep
right,
Space.
right.
Wait, hold
But
on,
like
Like Snowbreak.
Oh, no, that's fine. Keep going.
So somebody in my
Like,
chat said to quantify your point, guys, it's not only hot men; it's a lot of hot men. Okay.
no. Love and Deep there's only 4 guys. There's only 4 guys in the game, right?
Okay.
What?
So yeah, there's only 4 men that
You
you
just get
ever
different
get.
versions and stuff, right?
Yeah, and every time
okay.
you collect a 5-star, you add to their story, so it becomes more interesting. So it's like the more you play, the more you get out of it. The more you pull, the more you get out of the characters you
There's
actually
more
like.
clothes you can take off them, right?
Okay. So here's a question that somebody in chat has for you, Kate.
Sure.
Why do you think Chinese gacha players hate female gamers who like Love and Deep Space?
Because that's a bit controversial. That's a controversial thing.
Yes, I
I know
Uh,
the answer.
Yeah, answer.
Okay, because a lot of all right, okay, hold up. Okay,
Because
there's
Chinese
a lot
people
of
suck.
Just say it.
a lot of men get insecure about like women liking other, fictional men. There was even a case where there was a whole like dude who made a diss track. He made a diss track against women who played Love and Deep Space or liked men in gacha games. It was like a really big thing in the CN community. Like he made a whole diss track, and like Love and Deep Space even had to send him a cease and desist, being like, "You can't talk about our game like this. It's bad." Because they were upset that it was like corrupting women and corrupting.
Okay,
the
wait,
game.
wait. I think you're
DM me
missing
that?
a bit of the story there, though.
Yeah, okay, let's hear it, Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard, yeah. I'm a bit of a Charmander right now, though.
Yeah.
But basically what happened is there was this, like, K-pop star of some sort who said that she really liked Love and Deep Space, and X character was her husband. And so
Right.
she started getting attacked by the Love and Deep Space community because you're apparently not allowed to say a character's your husband. You're like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
dumb.
okay, apparently. So they were shitting on her. They're like, get the fuck out of our game, which is like insane. So they were shitting on her. So then her friends started shitting on the Love and Deep Space community, and then this dude dropped like his like fucking mixtape of like Love and
Yep.
Deep Space hate, and then that was gaining like so much traction that the company's like, holy shit, and then they they tried to like sue him or something.
Yeah.
That's insane.
was- yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then maybe we let the professionals.
Yeah, it was
do it.
KSI.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay. It was
KSI.
KSI. Okay,
Yeah,
I gotcha. Yeah. Is anybody feeling overwhelmed with too many gotchas? Would anybody agree with this take? The reason why the gotcha space is in such a dry spell is because players are overwhelmed with too many options.
You're talking about that tweet, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
EO again. It all draws back to EO.
I spent 2 hours on that tweet, bro.
Okay, can we
You
can
need
we,
to
can we
send me
link to the
that.
tweet? Can we link to
So-
that? Can anybody send me that tweet? Let me actually pull it up. I'll go find it. One second, let me pull it up.
Actually, I have no idea what you are talking about.
Okay, great. Well, I'll pull up the
Being-
tweet and then we'll talk about it. All right, here we go. Finding it. Okay, Dragon Ball Z. Yep, almost there. All right, here we go. So here's the tweet. I'm gonna read it out to you guys, and then you tell me how y'all think. All right, here we go. Random rant thought. I feel like there are too many gotchas to keep up with now. As a content creator, ideally you want to main one game, sub another, but all of them demand more of your time each patch. I know this isn't something everyone feels, probably just my small bubble of creator folks, but like, damn. Genshin, Wuwa, ZZZ, NTE, etc., which we need to talk about that later. Some form of open world that you physically have to play. HSR, Nikkei, BD2, FEH, etc. equals idle auto. But lately I've been forcing you to do X, Y, Z in order to get 1, 2, 3 new content timed event. Then I know 95% of my peers have quote-unquote employees that keep their account up to date, which eliminates them from feeling this burden most of the time, so the effect is lost. They also have editors allowing them to further reduce the hours spent developing the finished product. It's like FOMO, but not because of the actual gacha. Lol, the FOMO of content because you can't do it all, edit it all, then release it on a timely fashion for the gacha algo wants. Here's 20 ideas for the month. Pick 5, then successfully accomplish 3 due to time restraints and trash the rest. See you next month. I would like to say this right now. If you are a gacha creator and you are too stupid to find an editor for yourself, feel free to DM me. I will help you. As I'm a great guy.
This is a content creator problem, not a player problem.
Yeah,
Or-
no, 100%. It's very easy to find an editor. They're very cheap. If you don't know how, just DM me. My DMs are open. Just give me a couple hours to respond to it.
No, just so that I'm understanding like fully, because like I think I remember this. I even commented on it, and I forgot. Like just so that I'm clear, like we're talking about the the creator aspect of this, and not like there's too many games for players.
Yeah, let's talk
No,
about.
he's
We're
talking
talking
about
as
as
a
a
content
creator.
creator. We're talking as a content creator.
Okay.
Okay. So Smack, how do you feel about this as a content creator?
I think his entire rant was definitely, obviously, like, what do you call it, projecting.
Yep.
And I think it's fair. I think his feelings are real. I think everything he stated was absolutely fair. But I think Braxophone is probably the best example to just like shut it all down. Like any guide maker, actually, which I think EO is a guide maker. EO, if you're watching this, you don't have to do all of that. You really don't. In fact, if you look at any of Pokey's account reviews for a lot of these guide makers, they have absolute shit fucking accounts that testify to them not playing the goddamn game. And yet they're still very successful. These guys get sponsorship deals that are in the 5 figures and shit. And so it's just like if you feel like you're overburdened, I think you're just not consolidating your time. It is with respect, it is a skill issue. It is a lack of prioritization with regards to what you're covering, so on and so forth. But I don't want to take away the feelings that he feels. I think they're very real feelings, but I think they are solvable for sure.
Okay.
I think it's a bit ridiculous to put that on Twitter because there is not a single person watching this right now that gives a fuck about that opinion, about his opinion on Twitter.
Yeah, that's
You know
why
what I
asked,
mean?
man.
Like,
I'm not
it's
gonna
just factually, no one relates to it. Everyone
Exactly.
will say, "Who the fuck cares? You're playing video games. Shut up." That is what everyone will say, and I'm gonna be real. They're right. I mean, we're privileged. We're lucky, right?
Exactly.
So like nobody. It's what I said on stream. Basically, is I was like, it's like a billionaire being like, dude, I have to wait for my 5th Ferrari. This fucking sucks. And they're like telling chat about that. Like, nobody cares. Nobody's going to sympathize. Nobody feels the same. It's out of touch. And saying that there's too many video games to play so you can't focus on them and you're not hiring an editor and stuff like that. Yeah, that is a skill issue. What Gacha Smack is totally correct. Said is correct. Like, that's a you problem and other people have already solved this. Like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
I do find it interesting though, because me and you just cooked the gacha space as well in the same vein about how annoying it is and how fucking gacha game is just going, do what he does. So I think EO, that's why I said there is some merit to what he's saying. The biggest problem was he tried to convey it in a way where it was just like a him problem.
Well, I think it's also just that, I mean, realistically, so we've seen a lot of EO in the past related to drama stuff, but something that he was really pushing for in the past, I remember, was content creator servers. And in my eyes, I just feel like, I'm not saying I'm against content creator servers, but he's the same person that was going for those things, so I think that he really just doesn't even want to play these games. He's speaking from the perspective, he literally just wants to create videos and not actually play any of the games. And so
I think he wants to say like he wants the video process to be easier and smoother so that he have a more relaxed time while going at these games, because like when he plays the games, it's like he has to make sure he gets content out of them. I think that's what he's trying to get to.
The elephant in the room here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and state it. EO, I got nothing but love for you. The elephant in the room here is his channel is not the success he wants it to be. And he's trying to look for the infrastructure to get that success, and the infrastructure to him is a content creator server, and then the what they like to call account executive managers and stuff like that. He's looking at these variables and he's seeing those as variables that would improve his success in this space. And I just think
so something to blame.
Exactly. Like I said, it's more of a projection, and I don't think it's anything
in the wrong place.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's something that should be shit on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the guy's just trying to find answers, and I think that's okay. I mean, I don't know. Am I crazy here? I'd love to hear y'all's thouts on that.
I think that's something that would have been better talked about in like an actual group discussion with friends.
Yeah.
Well,
Aaron on
that
Twitter,
would have been
nobody's...
very easy to talk about, but unfortunately, I had to delete the Gacha creator Discord where we could all talk to each other. Because the dude threatened to leak everything that was in there. And I was like, all right, well, I have a safe space. Because he was just upset about shit. He was upset about shit. And he was like, oh, yeah, man. If I were to post the shit that I've seen in there, man, they'd be cooked. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to go ahead.
What shit?
Okay. Let's
the naked women that we would post.
Let's be real. Okay, no, there is a lot of porn in there. I'm not gonna lie.
So what?
Now,
let's be honest. That server was like 4 people complaining every day, and that was it.
Okay. Well, it used to. I gave up on it for about 2 months, and it was awesome. The only thing I would ever be worried about getting leaked was there was one night where about 10 of us were all on a voice call and we played Jackbox. That game got out of control. that was out of control, but that's pretty much the only thing. And
that was a good group, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like I have an idea and I want to like connect with a lot of creators, and like the group makes it so much easier. I'm not gonna lie. It's like now I have to go through DMs individually to like reach out.
Yeah, but unfortunately, like it's kind of one of those things where it's like a bad egg spoils the bunch, and Yeah,
Pretty much,
if
yeah.
somebody takes the space where it's like you can say whatever you want, do whatever you want, get shit off your chest. You know, if you need to vent, talk about the other creators, understand your shit, you're more than welcome to do so. But the moment somebody says, "I'm just going to leak everything," it's just like, all right, well, I just had to.
That's crazy.
Space.
Yeah.
I had to take some space, and that's the same reason why I haven't done the Gacha cast in a long time as well. Is that you know, people will take instances of them having user errors and then blame it on the company that was in the company of when it happened and say, well, it was these person's fault that I fucked up during this. And I'm just like, okay, well, I don't really want that more responsibility. If someone comes onto something they consented to come onto, they do a poor job of representing themselves and then they project that on somebody else. Say it was actually your fault because I don't want to blame myself. Which sucks when it comes to group content because I'll be real, when it comes to the Gacha space, and this was an issue that I had about 3 years ago in the Genshin space, people do not do shit together.
No.
At all.
Yeah.
And I think it sucks because I think the Gacha space has some of the easiest, nicest people to talk to. And I also think it's very easy to collaborate in these games. Now, how do you say, well, you can't play the game together, Techie? How do you collab? Whenever you're doing your monotonous grind of your dailies or your Memory of Chaos, before you're on that 11th or 12th stage, just get into a call and fucking talk. Press the share chat feature. I'll be real. I start every fucking day. I wake up, I watch Mr. Pokey for an hour, and then I call him, and then I press share chat. And it's awesome every fucking time. I love doing it. And I feel with that new feature, it's easy. You
Nah,
like
it's good. It's good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nah, it's good.
Yeah, Mr.
Nah,
Pokey
it's good.
loves it, man. Mr. Pokey loves it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that the Gacha crowd is it can be a lot more united than what it is. And I encourage anybody who's watching this, a creator, just reach out to people, man. Just talk to people. It's nice, you know. You don't know what to do for a day? Call up one of your homies and just chat for 2 hours. I mean, talk about
Here's the problem,
anime.
guys. Nobody's on my schedule.
Yeah.
Except Smack. Yeah, except Smack. He never basically looks at his DMs, man. I literally texted him the other day, just like, yo, you messed up the title of a video. That shit is still there for like 3
I
days.
don't look at that shit, bro. I'll be honest with you, man. I got 67 DMs right now, bro.
Yep. Hey, me and you both, brother. And you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I went through it about 2 weeks ago and I cleared them all out. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, these are the things I need to respond to. And then they fill up again. And I see them and I'm just
feel
like,
guilty. I
straight
feel
up.
guilty by like removing them. So I'm just like, I'll probably respond to it one day.
I'll be real with like when we're comparing with people. Actually, Techie is easier to like get a response from than Smack, believe it or not.
Fucking hell.
Hey, what can I
That's
say,
the
guys?
thing, though, man.
Bro has a family and a kid, you know.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
Like, I'll keep it stacked, man. My dynamic is different than every motherfucker's dynamic. In
I
here.
know.
1 billion
We
percent.
can
I
tell,
will
man.
1 to 1 edit.
Hey,
Shit,
all
I
I'm
heard
saying
the other
is-
day on your stream you're trying to have another one.
Listen,
Shit.
I got-
Vulcan is always not at a loss for words with you, man.
I got 4 roommates, 4 cats. I work 14 hours a day, and I got 5 girlfriends. I will still
You do not
respond
have
to
5 girlfriends.
You have like 6 boyfriends.
Hey,
too,
bro,
right?
I'll get you in a
many
Discord call with
kids?
all of them. Yeah, you know how it is, man. I mean, listen, that's what people are saying. They say that I'm fucking every girl in Austin, and I'm like, all right, man, if you say so, great. Maybe send me a video of me doing that because I've never seen it, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, okay, another fun question I would love to ask is how anybody have any strong thoughts about Neverness to Everness, an upcoming Gacha game?
I
Anime
think it's being
GTA.
overhyped right now
Okay, why do you say that, Legions?
because just like Tower Fantasy looked good from trailers and base gameplay until the game came out. People found out it was ass. So
Like, a lot of
I
creative
feel
tried
like
it, though.
More people need to get their hands on it before they say it's the best Gacha ever made.
I believe Braxophone got the opportunity to play it. I had the opportunity to play it as well. However, I also had the opportunity to play Monster Hunter Wilds. And I passed on both, unfortunately. And I'm really beating myself up with that because I want to play Monster Hunter Wilds so bad. But
I can't wait for that game.
I know it's gonna be great. Anybody?
So that was what I went to Japan for, Tech, NTE.
MTE.
And I played it, and I think that a lot of people are. With all due respect, Legions, I think y'all are sleeping on it.
Really?
It's
Okay. No,
it's
hey, I'm happy to hear
100%
that.
It is the same exact dev as, and I'm not fucking getting paid by saying this. This is just
Yeah.
me keeping it
Tower-
stacked. You gotta
Tower
say that to
Fantasy.
these pessimistic ass fucking gotcha cucks, bro. I know they're in here listening and they're thinking, oh, he's sponsored now, bro. I'm just keeping it a stack. NTE is the same exact developer from Tower of Fantasy. It is, but this game here, they have. I find this fascinating. I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here. If a developer drops a shit game, that doesn't mean the next game is by default shit. They can take the lessons learned from the previous game and improve it, and that's what I've seen them do with NTE. I have. I've seen them improve every avenue of Tower of Fantasy with the beta that I played. You can ask Brax as well. It looks incredible. It looks polished. It looks refined. It looks like they've extrapolated some of the best elements of Wuthering Waves and Genshin and put it in their game. And then now they said, let's take a risk factor and throw a GTA element in there as well. Now, am I saying the game's going to be incredible? No, I'm not saying the game's going to be incredible, but I think you shouldn't look at it as it's another Tower of Fantasy. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not another Tower of Fantasy. It's pretty damn enjoyable.
Okay.
I do have a concern with that, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, actually, to you, Smack. Do you think they're showing everything? Is there like hidden mechanics and things we haven't seen from the trailer that could like surprise us when we actually try the game?
I don't think they've showed. I think if based off what I played, they maybe showed about 60% of what the game is able to do. I mean, you have this system where you can acquire properties, and these properties are with an Unreal Engine, so they look fucking incredible. I think what the game is actually going to succeed in doing is the shit that gacha players love doing. It's the exploration, and the GTA aspect is where I think it's going to excel.
Like
they don't have a heavy attack in the game, right? So the combat simplicity is there for a lot of players. They have an intro skill, but no outro skill. They have no like skill basic attack sequence variety. So what I'm trying to say is combat's simple. So that's what gacha players love.
Yeah, gacha brain rot. Like they need that.
If you ask me, the only real thing that's going to prevent it from succeeding is they still are doing what these other gacha games do, which is trying to give you the same shit that every other fucking gacha game is giving you right now. Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and all those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's so. I keep my finger on the pulse of analytically, like how things are doing analytically, and NTE is actually doing ridiculously well.
It is.
It's unbelievably hyped for videos right now. Personally, I don't think it's doing enough to really revitalize the space with something different. Am I going to play it? Absolutely. I'll play anything once. I mean, I'm eventually going to play Snowbreak as well. And that other game that released that Coomer skin. What's up, Legis?
I was going to say, I think Azure Pamelia is probably more along the lines of what you were saying about like invigorating the gacha space and reinventing stuff. I disagree.
I disagree too.
Oh, I 1,000,000% agree that I think Azure Pamelia is going to be the game that actually invigorates the space.
It literally has like Pal World shit in the game alongside the gacha stuff. Like.
Jonathan, before I continue, what did you want to say, Jonathan?
I just want to say Azure Pamelia. I'm not sure if it's going to do that. I think these open world gacha games need to really do something different if they actually want to capture that feeling that Genshin did. NTE slightly does that, which is why I'm really interested in it, because it's implementing this whole like city and like being able to buy property and stuff. It has that whole like teapot aspect, right? That people liked, being able to like own things, customize things, and that's something these other gachas don't have. Azure Pamelia looks too much like it's trying to be a Genshin style game, but we haven't seen enough of it, so like we don't know. But if Azure Pamelia doesn't have something that really like blows it away.
Okay, so here's what I think blows it away. So it's already talking about its co-op experience, where other people can come to your world and help you interact on your farm. And I think the farm aspect is what I'm really excited about, being able to grow your crops and grow food for your pals. And there's once again, this is
executive account managers.
Yeah, your executive account manager can come and help you farm that shit. But if it is going to copy Pal World, I mean, I'm hoping we get to see at least a building option. And obviously, it's a very like glass half full take right now. Because we can only assume, because as you said, we haven't seen enough. But what we have seen is a pet system, a battle pet system, a mount system, a flying system, and a farm system. For NTE, we've seen now you have a car. And I don't know if that's like enough.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. So is it cool? What I enjoyed about it being like, oh, it's like GTA. Oh man, we got Gacha GTA before GTA 6. You can't even hit children in your car.
Yeah.
You hit people.
That's to its detriment, though.
They don't go flying.
I know, like that was the fun part. Is like
you gotta keep your kids friendly, man.
You also need to add cops that chase you when you're like fucking stuff up around the city. They need to actually go full GTA.
If they have that, that's so much fun. And then every now and then there's like a special cop that when you kill him, yes, Mr. Pokey, yes, yes, Box. Out of curiosity, real quick, Mr. Pokey, any thoughts on NTE?
It looks great.
Great. Box, any thoughts on NTE?
It looks good, but I feel like it needs to show something that is really unique, because I feel like I have a lot of ideas, like the whole like buying an apartment thing, but like it's all kind of useless if like it's like single player. Like, you're gonna go to your apartment once, you're gonna feel lonely as fuck, and you're never gonna go again. Like it's just useless.
Just like
but
real life.
Yeah, just like
Good
real life
girlfriend.
to him.
I think
It's just
I think
combine it
people
with
have a
VR
bit of
chat
a-
or something.
I think
girlfriend.
people
I
have
don't
a
know.
bit of a owning properties is an escapism to a lot of broke people.
Yeah.
That's
in that
crazy.
game. I'm being honest, and like that game has some insane fucking properties. I'm telling you, from an objective standpoint, I think the game's a 7.5. But from like its ability to capture this target audience known as the gacha space, I'm telling you that it has some elements in there, bro.
Really?
so
So,
some
I
pretty
just-
good elements in there.
you said you've
Yeah,
seen.
I don't
so
know.
if you can walk us through this, Smack, as if we never even heard of the fucking game.
Yeah.
Give us your experience for NTE. Why you rate it as? Because I think 7.5 is actually quite high.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experience with the game.
It is and I'm gonna, you know me, Tech. I don't
Yeah.
fucking fluff shit.
Absolutely.
It is literally a mixture of Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves combat. It is Wuthering Waves combat, not as complex.
Okay.
So that's already gonna
I
attract
think
the
that's
Genshin
positive.
Impact player.
Yeah.
It is. It's not
Yeah.
as complex. It's a bit more simplistic. In terms of the or you know what? Let's do methodical approach to story. In terms of story, the cutscenes are like Zenless Zone Zero, maybe a little bit less as good. Because Zenless Zone Zero cutscenes are fucking insane.
Yeah.
Just a little bit less and still amazing. It has Unreal Engine, so you know they're going to look incredible. Graphics wise, it looks better than Genshin Impact, about the same level as Wuthering Waves. But exploration is where I think it's actually going to do better than all the other games because the Metropolis City is a innovative look in this space. Nobody's seen it yet. You got cars driving. You've got the zombie apocalypse out there in the nature, but then you got the Metropolis world as well. And then you can go inside these little like hubs and do activities. I don't know, like fucking karaoke or whatever the fuck. But they have these little engaging things like that that I think are attractive to gacha players. But the user interface is not over or like cluttered or anything as well. I think that's a very big thing for players when they're logging on every single day that starts to wane on you when you're going through the user interface. That looks good. The fights, I didn't get to do enough to really speak on those. They got some variety in fights, but I mean, I needed to see more. I'm not going to sit there and gas that up.
Yeah. The
Is
thing
there
that,
any other
What
things
about
that I
gameplay
answered?
though?
the thing that
Side
the thing that I'm
exploration.
worried about for Nemesis Emesis, this game came out of fucking nowhere, and then they already had
Yeah.
a playable game good to go. There was
Yeah.
another game that we've been following for around a year or two now called Project Mugen. And that was also a city-like structured game with like Spider-Man webs, also riding cars,
right.
a similar combat system to Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves combined. Has there been anything else about
I-
Project Mugen, or where the fuck did
I
that game go?
I spoke with the staff of NT and straight up asked them,
Yeah.
is Project Mugen still alive? And he was like, yes, it is. It is alive. He was like, they're doing things in China right now. It just hasn't made it to global.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so is Project Mugen and NT, are they the same devs or no?
No,
No,
they're not the
company
same
maybe?
devs. They
It's
are in
NetEase, I
competition
think.
with each other. That was why I asked him.
NetEase, yeah.
He was. I asked him that because I knew they were competing, but basically they're completely different developers, and they are definitely trying to go for the same exact temperature.
Okay. That's very. I wonder why that is. I was very excited for the Slingshot Spider-Man system. I hope that they implement that somehow into NT. But
Yeah.
the cars do look fun. I do like how there's like a random motorcycle that you have to chase, and then that triggers like an event. I believe Braxton was talking about for that video.
So I did. It's depending on the weather, you're gonna have a boss spawn, which I actually think it sounds cool, but it might be annoying if that is affiliated with like acquiring resources
Farming.
to build up characters
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
They got some pretty cool
Gotcha, Snack,
ideas.
can I ask what like the exploration is? Like because I think my main concern with Genshin, or like why I hate Genshin and Withering Waves so much, is like I kind of feel forced to like have to explore the world, because like that's
Yeah.
how you get gems and stuff like that, and I
Yeah.
hate that method so much because it builds so slow, and yep.
The problem with that box is like that's in their mind, that is the beauty of the exploration, being able to tie it into you going around the world. I don't think that's going to change. And based on what I'm trying to tell you, I think that's going to be the same thing in there. And their storytelling methodical approach is the same as Genshin Impact, as from what I see. It's the stagnant, I talk, you talk type of thing.
Damn.
But they're trying to like switch angles up faster. I mean, Tech, I honestly just recommend you watch my sponsored video on it.
Okay.
Oh, you have a video on it? Okay, I'll check it out later.
Yeah, right too, bro.
Hashtag
Well,
ad.
it's because I feel like I hate when I feel like I'm repeating myself and I'm saying the exact same shit
Oh, I
that I
love
was
it.
saying in that video.
I think it's great.
The reason I give it a 7.5 Tech is because I look at to fucking conclude the yapping. I look at what's already being done in these games that we're playing right now, and I say it's matching them, and it's trying to offer you something else, which is that Grand Theft Auto experience. However, to be completely honest, it looks like it could still be a pump fake. Even with what I've played, I didn't get to really see the real Grand Theft Auto experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's kind of to its detriment, though. Like calling it like a not to doom post, but like calling it like a GTA gacha that like hypes it up a lot. And if they don't deliver on those certain things, people are going to be kind of mad when it comes out, and it doesn't perform as they say. So I think like saying like GTA is kind of like you know.
I don't understand why they would make a car system when they can just use fast travel. Like I don't understand why people would use that system. I guess I'm just kind of drawing a
because
line,
cars could be fun.
Sure, but like.
For like 5 minutes, and then I feel like it would get.
I'm just gonna TP, you know, like
they should have like if they made it if they did take a GTA route, right, and they made like racing a bit sandboxy, that would be really cool. Like sandboxy racing that's kind of like co-op at that point, that could be kind of fun if they did something like that.
Yeah, they could do some cool stuff with events with the cars, drag racing or stuff like that with the cars.
And then that's pretty important because each car, that's what I remember, they have different handling and different speeds. That definitely attracts a whole new audience, bro, because the car heads love that shit. They're like, oh, okay, I got to get this one. I get my Ferrari. I got to get my fucking Corvette.
I love
yo, check if you allow. I got a question for y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
So would you guys say like exploration as a whole, isn't it getting a little tiresome in gacha games? It feels like there's more emphasis on we want better gameplay than actual exploration. Exploration is not what's going to keep me in the game because it's finite, right?
You know, I changed my headspace on that. I used to think that, and then I just realized if I want to explore, I'll explore, and if I don't feel like it, I'll just open my wallet if I need gems to get a character.
If exploration was finite, Genshin would have died 3 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but again, it's not like all about exploration. We were addicted a little to the combat. Like there was the elemental reactions, all that. That was fun. Collecting all the characters to do cool shit, sure. But eventually, when you get tired of that, it just dies off because the combat itself is boring, right?
Just don't do it.
But real quick, the reason why this exploration sucks is because you know what the only thing you're gonna get is you open a chest. You don't actually discover anything. The exploration is just you're exploring a few primo gems or whatever, right? That's why exploration in these games suck ass because you never find anything that's interesting.
Like it's
you never find anything where you're like, I found this cool thing. Like you're playing a game like Elden Ring.
Sword, you know,
you go to a place and you're like, holy shit, look at this. When you play a game like Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, you know, just open world shit, you're not getting anything good, bro.
Yeah, I would say that
exploration's monetized.
As an exploration enjoyer, that is my favorite part of gacha games right now. For Wuthering Waves, I fucking love it. It is so much fun every single time there's a new zone. I will say it is so depressing where my intrigue is only ever rewarded by 5 or 10 Stellarite or you know fucking primo gems.
Sure.
You already know what you're gonna get.
Change that.
Yeah. What would they do? Oh, that's the thing. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Wait, Tech, do you like the puzzles?
It's like something cool to discover would just fix it, in my opinion. I like what he said.
Do I like the puzzles? For Wuthering Waves.
Just, like I feel like all the gacha games
I
have, like,
actually enjoy Honkai Star Rail's puzzles, and I enjoy Wuthering Waves' puzzles. I don't enjoy Genshin's.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, I actually think they're pretty fucking fun. Especially, dude, the new Black Shores puzzles have been great.
Yeah,
those are just like enough to like, you know, make my brain go numb for a little bit. Take the little cube guy, put him in the cube zone, and you get a chest. Oh, look at that! Or like
the one thing, the one thing WUA does, I feel like in exploration better than all the other games is like the exploration quests actually change the map, so that feels a little bit rewarding.
That shit's hype as fuck.
Yeah,
it's like for it's like for Black Myth Wukong when you do the 5th secret zone, and then it goes from an ice zone to a forest zone.
Are you gonna do the secret boss? Dude, I did a secret boss. That shit almost made me want to bash my head against the wall.
I'm on that. I'm doing that fight today on stream.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna watch that. That shit was fucking.
Yeah,
it's worth it. It's so worth it.
Yeah, I believe his name is Erlang. I think I'm fighting him right now.
It is so much better than the regular ending. Holy fuck! It's not even.
Wait, really quick though. I want to quickly go back to the whole NTE and exploration thing.
Yep.
They should, for their exploration, instead of being GTA, which they're always being compared to, I think they should go more of a Yakuza route. If any of you guys have played any of those games,
I think
if they had really good mini games and things, because people play Yakuza and then they spend 12 hours playing Pocket Racers. If any of you guys know what that is, where you're literally racing a tiny car around a track. People just spend hours and like have competitions, all sorts of shit. If they do more of something like that, people would get drawn into the game.
I think I can agree with that. I think the devs also need to just start thinking, what would content creators enjoy doing on stream in a collab fashion
Yeah,
the most?
exactly.
Because if you throw some shit like that in there, the content creator is going to have a great fucking time doing it together, and it creates a more engaging community. I think, and that would make exploration, I think, more fun. Nobody wants to really
You can do
explore
it
some
with your
shit on
viewers
their
too.
own except a content creator with their community. You know, like, but if you have a fucking co-op event where everyone's playing together, it makes it more fun. I'll never forget when Wuthering Waves launched and I was playing on live for 7 days straight because I was incentivized. But my community was having the most fun they've ever had because we were playing together and having a great time exploring together. But like that goes away, and what comes after that, the events that you can do in co-op, exploration wise, not game, not like combat.
None of these gachas have a community aspect in game. It's only on Twitter or on Reddit. You never
Right.
actually get to interact with players, which is what creates a community.
Yeah, the backflip event with Tectone and Pokey or whatever the hell, like that shit
was
is
fun.
fun for
No backflip.
communities. It is though. It's really fucking fun and it's good content. But these devs just overlook those little aspects like that, and they forget those are what bring people together.
I feel like even a PvE game, like they don't capitalize on. They could do like clans or guilds or something and have like a massive fucking boss that you fight. That could be another community thing too. But like, I just feel like they just don't do shit for PvE at all.
Yeah.
Players don't ask for anything more.
Yeah.
So, and that's depressing because I think that's kind of what's happened in the space is now that we all collectively have gotten to the point where I got to about a year ago, which is the space is not going to change, accept it, eat the shit, or move on. It's a shame. That being said, I think Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero and Hungus are doing great. That being said, fuck anybody who enjoys Genshin Impact. Your Clips channel is going to love that, Mr. Pokey. They love when I say that. Is there anything, because that's all the topics that I had are done. Is there any other topic that anybody would feel remiss if they didn't bring up or anything they wanted to temperature check? Yes, V?
I was gonna talk about like the Kuro bots situation and kind of like how we started off with a kind of a clean community in Wuthering Waves, and you just
That's a fucking lie.
mutated to these
fucking
crazy ass.
lie.
Yeah, that community has been toxic since the beginning. So has
I
every
haven't
other-
seen that.
Mr.
I
Pokey,
feel like
what's
we
the lie? What's the lie, Pokey?
Wuthering Waves has always been toxic. We all know
Yeah.
it. Don't have to, beat around the bush.
I haven't seen that really. I feel like it was actually good gamers that are really seriously trying to find something.
Then
and now that
open
that's
your
something weird-
eyes.
No, they were
Really?
really toxic towards one thing, Genshin
Which is?
Impact. They fucking hate Genshin Impact. That is the only thing that
No,
they're
even
truly toxic.
They're
critiquing it,
toxic
even
towards that
critiquing it
and
because
any-
Matt
and-
was. Yeah, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say they're toxic towards that and any type of criticism towards the game.
Oh,
Like, it's-
literally,
I would
literally.
actually one-to-one them to a Hoyo shill in Genshin. I would in Genshin's like worst days. I would definitely compare that.
Yeah,
I mean,
because like what happened
I
recently with Smack is
literally was
crazy.
trying to improve the event schedule. Like I was venting about
Literally.
the staggered event schedule, and
Which
they took
I
problem
agreed
with that.
with
It's
you.
like, bro,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
No.
I remember
She's
that.
literally like, "How do you improve my game?" Like, bro, holy shit.
I tried to actually make people actually look more at those points that you made. It is by far one of my most disliked videos so far because it was me actually saying that Wuthering Waves could do better, more so than you should take responsibility for missing out on the
Yeah,
event.
how did you not see when it ended? How did you not know the
I
event
know
ended
those
before the
comments
shop
are so
ended? Like,
repetitive. It's
so stupid.
crazy.
I think that is the definition, by the way, of a straw man argument, right? My argument was fix the event schedule. It's shit. So you're saying you didn't have enough time, bro? You had 30 days.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I never said I didn't have enough time, buddy.
So,
Bro, literally-
Kuro bot here, Kuro bot.
Yeah.
So, this is what's crazy. Is I'm officially out of touch. I have had nothing but a great experience with the Wuthering Waves community. It's been great.
same.
Zero issues. And I think that's because they know how
We hate
much I
Genshin.
hate Genshin.
Yeah.
They know
Me
I am
too,
the
man.
guy that hates that fucking game,
That's
so
why
they love
like
me.
me too.
But hold on, it's like you
You
can't critique
also
the game
have
now, though. It's crazy.
You've pulled all your punches for Wuthering Waves, though. You have not grilled that fucking game the way you've grilled any other game.
Well, okay,
there
so
it is.
give me something about Wuthering Waves that you think I might be praising that doesn't deserve it.
No, it's not a matter of that you're praising. You're just not saying the negatives. You are not saying the negatives at all.
Yeah, I just don't know what negatives there currently are.
I mean, dude, the game is buggy as shit. Its end game is inconsistent as well. Like this, out of the games, out of Zenless Zone Zero and Honkai Star Rail, the one game that's got some weird shit going on with his end game is definitely going to be their Tower of Adversity is an inferior version of Spiral of Abyss.
Oh, so I've never
they
played
dropped their game.
I hate Tower of Adversity. I refuse to do it anymore.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
bad.
my
I didn't care
experience
about
with
it,
Wuthering
to be
Waves, I shit you not, I've never done Tower of Adversity, so I have no idea. I have only done the exploration, and I've only done the story. I've never done the end game modes.
That's the only thing I
Me
do now
too.
too. Yep.
Yeah,
all I
But
do
that's
now,
what
too.
I'm getting at. That's if you
Yeah.
played that game like and experienced everything in it, you would get to the point of everybody's gonna get to the point where you're gonna say these are the weaknesses, right? This
Because
is
that
what
is
you
really
gotta
the
do
one
better.
thing I hate. Tower,
And then
Tower
when you do
Adversity is
that, they're
ass.
gonna be like, they're gonna give you the same exact experience as a Genshin Cup.
Then I'll tell you what.
Exactly.
This week I will beat all the end game modes.
No,
Beat
you
all
won't.
the in-game
No,
modes.
you won't.
I'll just beat it.
You literally can't.
Yeah.
Really?
And
No,
you'll see-
The strongest tower stuff they just added, I
It's like 110
literally
or something
don't
like
think that you can do it with your
No.
account. I
Okay,
think
well
it's
then I
literally
will
impossible.
go as far as I can because if there is this glaring issue, I would obviously want to bitch about it. But yeah, I just quite literally didn't know it existed.
The last time the community bitched about it, or someone in the community bitched about it, they were freaking out because they said that they want it to be hard and not make it easier. So
Okay.
Well, the thing is, it's bad difficulty because it's just a timer. It's
Yep.
just shitty meat shields
a timer
with a
and
timer.
a giant
Tower
HP.
is F tier. Like, I don't know how they looked at Genshin Spiral Abyss, which is one of the shittiest game modes I've ever
It's
seen in
terrible.
my whole life, and they're like, let's do that.
Let's
Who
do
the
it worse.
fuck wanted that?
Let's do
And-
it
and
worse.
Nobody
H-
wanted that. Why
Dude,
would you
and they-
do it again?
And the HP bars are like 2 times the ones in Genshin. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Really?
And the other thing
Yeah,
too,
it's
though, is
really
like their one event, which again I went over, but like their roguelike mode is my favorite roguelike
Yep,
mode
same.
in
Oh, yeah,
the
for
space.
sure.
And they put a fucking like it's not even permanent. You
Yeah,
know what I
why
mean? It's
is
like,
it not
bro, what are we
permanent?
doing here?
Bro, all of the best things in Wuthering Waves are things that were not from Genshin. All of the parts that I hate were literally copy pasted from Genshin. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop copy pasting trash, dude.
It's very interesting. Yeah, because I will say, HSR probably has my favorite endgame modes. I love Memory of Chaos.
Yep.
Every
New
Memory of
Simulator
Chaos, I
Universe.
get excited. Same thing with the Apocalyptic Shadow, I think it's called. I think Pure Fiction is lame as shit. But
I
maybe
agree.
maybe I'll enjoy it more when I get Rappa. But I feel like Pure Fiction is just this is the press the auto button, you win.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's no thought to it whatsoever. But I love Memory of Chaos. I think Zero Cycles are lame as shit. But that's I'll get to that later. What do you think about Zero Cycles, Mr. Puggy?
It's fun as fuck. If you can't do it, you just shit at the game. You know, it is what it is.
But wouldn't you say you're better at the game if you could just make a team and hit auto and beat it anyway?
But anyone can do that. Not anyone can zero cycle.
I don't
Nah, I mean
know
I'm on
about
Pokey's
that.
side there. I mean I'm a competitive guy though. Keep in mind I played basketball throughout college. I played overseas, so like I'm gonna be a competitive guy in everything that I do. And when you get into a game and you're not trying to be the best at that game, I think you're a fucking loser.
So like I'm competitive, but it has to be a PvP game. I feel like
Yeah.
PvE game. I
True.
do not
You
care.
have the Vulcan. You have the
You
Vulcan
up league
mindset.
right now. Let's
I
run
will-
it down mid.
I will
Let's
1v1
go.
anyone in here in
Down
Dragon
mid.
Ball Sparking Zero right now.
That game is
Yeah.
trash.
It's not a
Fucking
competitive
Star
game,
Wars
bro.
players,
I love
man.
this.
That game is fucking terrible.
It's not a
I'm not-
competitive
I'm
game.
gonna go ahead and
Oh,
say it,
you're
man.
just wrong.
Oh,
Also, Mr.
With all due
Pokey, I will
respect,
body you
Mac.
in league and won't even be close to them, man. I'll bend you over.
Bro,
and I'll
I have
spank you.
300 ping and I seen your jungle. It made me damn near kill myself in game.
Okay, so out of the games that we played the other day, I had to carry both of them because everybody else sucked balls, and we all fucking know it, man. There's a reason why I went 19-1 as Dr. Mundo. Let's just keep it real, man. In a lane that I was countered in, by the way. Let's just go ahead and keep that up there. And there was a great quote. They might counter Dr. Mundo, but they don't counter me. And then I whooped his fucking ass.
I did gang your lane 5 times the first 5 minutes.
You
I'll give
ganked one time. All right, you ganked once. I was also ganked 3 times. I would also like to say this, Mr. Puggy, if there's ever a zero cycle that you're very proud of, let me on the same account that you did the zero cycle on, and I will do it quicker than you figured it out, buddy.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I love. This right here, man. That is why. You know what I mean? It's like
Absolutely,
talk
man.
shit and say you're
I
not
love-
better than me.
Yeah.
That's literally what it comes
Yeah,
down
but
to. You're
but
not
gotta
better.
be PvP though, not PvE.
I love how Tech says that, and he doesn't know half of the skill. What half of the
Don't need
skills
to.
do in the
Don't need
game.
to. It's a game made for children. Okay, I press the alt button. Bada bing, bada boom. You know.
Yep.
Unlike EO, I know how to use Silverwolf's alt too, so I'll be able to kill this
Wow.
shit motorcycle
And you
faster.
build-
Damn.
and you
Okay,
build
I
your
know how to
trace-
play the game, man.
And you build your traces, right?
Yes, and I'm max players.
Yeah.
I'll be real. These
my God.
zero cyclers are lucky that I don't take interest in that space because I would put them to fucking shame. Don't believe me?
Let's see
Put
it.
me on your account, buddy.
Let's see it.
Put me
All
on your
right,
account.
let's see
Give
it.
me your
Crazy.
fucking
All right,
account,
let's
buddy.
go.
I will
All right,
clean
let's
your
go.
ass.
Let's go.
I mean, a lot of people
I'm
forget
not
where you
going-
came from. You used to do guides for Viral Abyss.
Yes,
listen,
sir.
I'm not going to doubt you, Tech, but what I will say is if you really actually got into it with the seriousness, you would understand the beauty of it. Because it takes a lot of thought, and it's like a fucking puzzle in and of itself.
No, I
And
100% get
each
it.
time you get close to cracking the puzzle, and you're like, okay, now I see the fucking light. I
Yeah.
see it.
I'm just
yeah.
taking the piss. It's the same thing with like Super Mario 64 speedruns. I love those things. I think they're
Yeah,
so fun.
yeah.
I just
I do think
hate,
we're losers, though.
I hate the elitism that comes with it. I find that shit mega cringe. And it's like, oh, you did
Yeah.
zero cycle, kill yourself. It's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'll
True.
pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you, brother.
Cool. Is there any other thing that anybody wants to talk about here?
I wanted to touch on something real quick. You remember the
Right.
thing that you said about the EO post?
Yep.
About,
Also,
like,
it doesn't
just
have to be
find
real
an
quick. Take all the time you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw it, but I made a little response video to it.
Okay.
I was like, where the fuck you find editor for $5?
Yep.
I shit you not even 10 minutes after that video was up, 4 people DM'd me to edit for free or $5.
Yep.
So
Bro, there's
yeah.
a lot of people that edit for cheap, man. Third world countries, brother, at
Yeah.
$5 is like $50.
because
Yep.
I already had an editor for my anime shit, but that's way more work. So they definitely would not do it.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
$5,
like,
but,
and
yeah.
everybody's different, right? There are people who edit for
Yeah.
fucking free just because they want to have the experience. $5 because
Yep.
that's a lot to them in their country. I mean, I'll be real.
Yep.
I pay my editors ridiculously well. For my clips channel, I give them 100% of the revenue. I don't take any of it. And then for my main channel, I give my editor 25% of the revenue that I get just go straight to him. Right. But that's just because I can afford to do it. But it's all about finding what works for you. But yeah, it's the truth, man. Like if you need an editor, if you need an account manager, like literally go live, chat. Would you like to help me run my account? You will get tons of offers. And even like I could ask 4 other people, chat, do you want to help run EO's account for him? Would you like to help Legends? And people are just that passionate about these games that they will want to do that. And they'll say no because they know that's chat, you're so fucking dumb. Regardless, you can find people very easily to do that.
People still want me to go back to Honkai Impact 3rd. They keep asking to play
Hell
my
no.
account for me, so I would go back. I was like, nah, I'm getting too much.
Hell
gap.
no. That game is fucking dog shit, bro. Everybody knows that shit's garbage.
Did you guys see Sparkle's animations?
Yeah, who cares? It's in Honkai.
Yeah.
Impact
Yeah,
3rd,
I
who
think
cares?
I think they were kind of mid.
Yeah.
Okay, but did you see Camellia's animations?
That's insane.
Oh my
That's hard.
God.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I've seen
Can we
them,
just
man.
say
That's
that
crazy.
she's a slut?
Oh yeah.
Damn,
Holy
bro. What the
shit.
fuck?
Did you see
Tied
her
up for real?
animations? Did you see her animations?
Yeah,
Bruh,
she's hoe coded 100%.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
She's for the streets, man.
Anything else,
Sure.
Box? You look like you're dying to say something here, man.
No, I'm not. I'm chilling, bro. I'm just like,
Okay.
yeah,
Are
post
you
night
high
clarity.
or something, bro? Like, what, are
No,
you
no,
okay?
no. It's post night
I think he's
clarity.
getting his dick sucked,
I have
probably.
a question.
Yeah, what's up, sweetie?
Oh,
What do you guys think is missing for the next great gacha game? Because I feel like a lot of the complaints I hear are there's nothing to do in the game after, let's say, like the newest patch release. But isn't the main appeal of gacha games to a lot of people that it doesn't take a lot of time?
I agree.
So how would you balance the fact that a lot of people feels like they're missing content from gacha games, but they can't, like at the heart of the gacha games is they're not supposed to take up a lot of your time.
So
wait,
And
actually,
then-
I actually do
thought-
want to talk about that.
I thought
Good
about
one.
that so much. And
That's
True.
a good one.
so what I think makes a great gacha game for things that are supposed to be, buddy, Box, I've talked enough. You go first, buddy.
Oh no, no. Okay, yeah, so I think it needs
Uh,
PvP. What the Pokey? If you don't shut the fuck up, I swear to. Anyways, limp dick motherfucker.
True.
I think it needs.
How do you know?
I think it needs PvP. Well, first of all, it's like an infinite gameplay loop, and it needs like multiplayer, just like any form, like voice chat. I rarely get to like express emotions in gacha games because you just like log on, you do your dailies, and that's it, man. With like, if I was playing with other people, I would be able to like you know, actually like talk and like have a good time. And like PvP, I have like very toxic side, which I don't really get to show that often, but I'm very competitive.
You
And,
playing
I
Sparking
think-
Zero.
Don't
Yeah,
even win
and
your lane, buddy boy.
What the fuck, dude? I was lagging. All right, and Genzard, I think you know this too, right? But didn't you have a blast playing Epic 7 for like 17 years? Just PvP grind every single day. Like it was infinite content farm though,
Having
right?
PvP
Uh-huh.
is so good in a game,
Yeah.
and every gacha that has PvP is normally the worst pay to win trash ever and doesn't do it right.
Yeah, but it's great on Twitch.
Oh yeah. Oh
Mhm.
shit.
It's,
Yeah.
it's amazing, man.
Bro, E7 has so many viewers on Twitch for having no streamers. It's crazy.
Exactly. It's a gigantic buff. Like imagine if Genshin had PvP, that shit would go fucking insane. Or
Well, it does. You
like
just go to
Sora.
Twitter, bro. That's the PvP scene.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right, and that's where I find myself a
Hop
lot
on.
nowadays.
Oh yeah. You put,
Mhm.
I don't know
Yeah.
if PvP would work in open world gacha games, to be honest.
It
They
would
could
if
do
they just
tried
call
to
like
do
a
it.
arena.
They
Make a
tried it in Tower
coliseum.
of Fantasy, and there was so many hackers and so much bad lag. It was fucking awful.
Well,
Okay,
they
well,
were
that's-
just
the hackers
yeah.
themselves.
They
No,
can
that
fix
got
that.
really.
fucked up. Let's be honest. That
Yeah.
that game that was
Yeah, it was
their
brokenness.
you know?
Yeah.
People were hacking like day one, dude. People were
Exactly.
teleporting me around the map like day one.
I feel like gacha games, the next gacha game, the next 2 or 3 gacha games, they don't need to give you more content. They need to give you something fucking that the other
Meaningful.
gacha games aren't doing, like a Mario Kart fucking gacha game. If that shit came out and started offering bad
Yeah.
bitches on Mario Karts, I'm sure people would play the shit out of it.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
hate to break it
Because
to
it's
you,
something
they
else.
did.
Oh damn!
There was
Better
a Mario
quality.
Kart gacha game, bro.
Yeah, there was.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just Mario Kart. Not
It
bad
wasn't
bitches
good
on
though.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. My point is just stop trying to do the exact same thing that everybody else is doing because
For
you're
sure.
gonna get numb
Yeah.
to it. You have a numb meter and that shit fills up. You're like, all right, bro, I'm tired of doing this.
I got a question, if you guys don't mind. Would you guys say that it's like what you said earlier, Genesis? It's kind of caught me curious, which is like, what if like these gacha games keep succeeding, like they make money, but basically nothing, right? They don't do a lot of effort in these games, right? But they still make the money. Could that be a signal to companies to look at this and go, well, actually, we don't need to work as hard. Look at these guys; they're getting away with it. They're making a lot of money with just basically slop games.
yes, I'm about to say like the most unhinged elitist take ever.
Okay.
But
Ooh, go.
most people,
Should kill themselves.
the commoners,
Yeah.
no, well, you know, the
True.
commoners, okay? They just want to
Uh-huh.
eat slop. They are
True.
fine with trash games. They are fine with garbage, and they are the reason why games suck now. They're the reason why the West doesn't make any good games anymore, too.
Okay.
Okay?
I've been
Because
saying that same take for
most
4
people,
years, man. We
like-
agree.
Like, yeah, like popular doesn't even mean good. Look at something like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That was a huge show. It was dog shit. It's dog shit. People just like slop. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is,
It's just
eventually,
popularity is what matters ultimately.
eventually, every once in a while, a hero emerges and makes something truly good. That's what something like Elden Ring
Baldur's
was. That's what something like Baldur's Gate. That's what something like Wukong is. So
Witcher 3.
at some point, I mean, honestly, look, I know
Talk
you
to
know,
him.
some of us aren't a big fan of Genshin, including me, but Genshin was sort of that in a way. It
Absolutely.
innovated and completely
Yeah,
changed
sure.
the whole gacha industry. So at some point, there's going to be someone that says, let's not just copy this and make slop because everybody's doing that and we're just going to have to compete. Let's make something different and it might succeed. And then
I
we'll all
would
be playing that
argue-
and everyone's going to copy it.
I would argue that every bit of flack I've ever gotten on my channel is because of the dynamic you just laid out. I'm always looking for ways to improve something, and that is intrinsically going to cause people to bitch.
Same.
Yep. People can't
Yep.
accept it.
Yeah. They don't understand that constructive criticism is beneficial, not derogatory.
They don't understand that it helps them too.
And that's
They-
why
they
I
just
love-
don't
Yeah.
get it.
That's why I really love Wuthering Waves devs, where they say we
Oh, dude.
openly want you
Devs
guys
listen.
to tell us what's wrong. But it's an actual devs listen. I mean, every single
Yeah.
thing that I've asked for a change in that game has been changed. Now I'm gonna boot up Tower of Adversity probably in the next week. Get as far as I can, then say Smack was right. This shit sucks balls. Kuro devs, get your head out of your ass. Because I doubt all of you guys are off about this. If you're saying it's bad, I mean, I 100% believe you, but I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Can we agree that they had the best live stream now after the 1.0 one? That
Yes.
the recent one was like the best one. I don't give a fuck about the voice actors there and yapping. Just tell me what's coming and that's it. That's all I care.
Pretty
about.
much.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Zenless Zone Zero is in well, I'll be honest. I think they're competing in terms of showing you a developer who's willing to listen
Yeah.
and cook. They're
Yeah.
both doing it. It's just unfortunate that they're not getting the tension that HSR gets, that Genshin gets. It's just not happening.
Yeah. I would like to say, to answer Sweet Ellie's point, for what I think I need the new gacha game to do is exactly what Wuthering Waves' first 30 to 45 days were, which is I want a game that I can play all the time, but it's not required.
Mhm,
To where
exactly.
the daily logins, 5 minutes. But if I wanted to sink my teeth into it, have something to sink my teeth into, right? Like for Wuthering Waves, it was the exploration, all of the quests. Those are fun to do, but they're
That's
not
PvP,
required.
bro.
Yeah, PvP, 100%. If I want to
That's
boot up a
PvP.
game, beat somebody's ass, do it. I would also love if there was PvP in a gacha for it to be separated by,
Money and no or something.
yeah. Is that going to happen? Hell no.
No.
I think the last game to do that
Hell
was
no.
Seven Deadly Sins Grand
No one's
Cross,
gonna
and
do
even
it.
that game was.
We need skill though. That's what makes PvP interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
they
but
just-
you're never
these
you're never
things
gonna
are
have that in a
different.
gacha game because somebody that spends $2,000 over you is gonna have an advantage over you anyway, even if with your skill.
Yeah.
So,
I would also like for there to be the more you play, the cooler thing. Like, for example, people ask me, like, how do you solve the exploration system? Well, you can't have it be weapons. Yeah, that'd just be too OP, you know? Just give cosmetics, you know? Like, let's say you go explore here, you can find this little fucking outfit for your character, a little fucking headband you can put on your main character. There's a couple of cosmetics to make your character look cooler. Oh, dude, you hear on the new update, there's going to be like a fire skin for your sword. Oh my God, there's going to be like a new trailer. You get a little pet. Like, I've been advocating that whenever you, like, for example, the Echo system, we were all excited about the Echo system being like, oh, you get a rare copy. And then they fucking
That's smart.
blundered it because it was just go to these specific zones, then you get the fucking shiny. It's fucking cringe as shit. I love the idea of, like, you know, say Genshin Impact, you kill 10,000 Hilichurls. There's a 0.001% chance that one of them drops a baby Hilichurl that will follow you around as a pet. And I think that'd be
Wait,
fun.
Tectone.
Yeah.
Crazy idea. What if they gotchafy the open world? What if you could find a weapon, but it's random? Like,
Oh,
what
that'd
if
be crazy.
you could potentially find insane shit? People would be posting images like, holy shit, I found this 5-star or something. What if you could find polls? Like, what if
That,
they had that?
I mean,
That sounds fucking awesome.
that would be fucking
insane.
nuts, but would anybody do it? Hell nah.
People would
It's a
do
lot
it.
of money for them to
It would
lose,
be
man.
so
Yeah.
hyped though. People would have that thought in their mind whenever they do anything. They're like, I might
Dude.
strike it big. Like, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm excited
Very
for
exciting.
Azure Premilia because they have mounts and the whole flying mounts thing adds so much more exploration. So like they could add like islands, like floating islands, other things. I feel like it would make exploration a lot more fun.
Now,
the
I
mouse.
will say, as a guy who's played a lot of video games, I fucking hate flying systems. And let me tell you why. We ever play World of Warcraft?
Oh god.
Flying
Original
sucks, man.
game, vanilla,
Yeah.
amazing. Burning Crusade, they introduced flying mounts. The moment you unlock flying, nobody cares to explore. It's get from point A
That-
to
that is
point
true.
B.
That
And
is
it
true.
makes
Yep.
the world feel way smaller.
That
Like
is
that
true, yeah.
giant mountain you climbed and you traverse through the traps and the ice mechanic and all the enemies. Well, now you just hold spacebar. Boop, you're
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool sometimes, and I get very hesitant about flying system, but that's just the old WoW guy in me still talking.
But like you could do it the WoW way though. Like with new expansions, they don't actually. I believe I don't know about the new one, but they don't actually let you fly until you like reach a certain point. Or
Yeah,
do
but that
something,
feels bad
right?
to lose something that you had before, right?
Final Fantasy
Like-
14
Right.
does the same thing too. You have to unlock the flight paths and shit to be able to fly too.
Yeah.
Why don't they
Like-
just
like-
put
like-
sky
Yeah.
islands so
Yeah.
that you can explore now that you have a mount, like just tons of sky islands or something?
This
Yeah, that'd be
conversation shows me why they have the fucking slow ass glide speed in these games. It's because they want you to get down and explore. And honestly, now that makes so much sense. I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I will
Go
say,
ahead.
dude, I fucking hate the glider systems in Genshin
I know.
and Wuthering Waves.
It's-
I think momentum-based gliding systems will always be superior than fixed speeds because it makes you just excited to kind of like fuck around. How can I get
Yeah.
hit and glide extra fast? Like for
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, flying was so fun. Like I would just climb up tall shit just so I could glide on the way down. Like, oh, and then I'll put a bomb here, and then I'll freeze time on this object, and then the bomb will explode, send that shit flying, and then I'll jump off. That way I carry the 400% speed. So much fun, bro. Fuck, it makes me so angry. What were you gonna say, Smack?
But
I wanted to ask, and maybe y'all know the answer to this because I sure as shit don't. I'm not smart enough. Why the fuck is it so complicated for these gacha companies to just drop skins in quick succession? Like, what is a 3D model skin that complex? Because I know there's other
No.
games. Fuck that game. First,
don't
what
get
is
it.
it called? First Descendant, brother.
Yeah.
If they're dropping
Oh
skins
my
like that,
So
what the hell's
good.
going on over here in this gacha space, man? Like, I just don't understand it. And then you look
That's
at
the
League of Legends,
monetization.
and their skin volume release. Anyways, to go back to the question, why is it so problematic for them to drop skins in the gacha space?
For the Hoyoverse games, I think it's the fucking Honkai Impact 3rd bunny suit fucking thing that they're fucking scared.
Could be.
Like,
Yeah.
bro almost got assassinated over a fucking bunny putting their characters in bunny suits.
And it
skins
wasn't
then
even
he
as
completely
a
scrapped
it wasn't even as a cosmetic. It was just in a trailer.
It was just
that
a
they didn't
trailer.
release
Yep.
in China. I will say, yeah, here we go, leakers. There's a skin coming to Wuthering Waves, so
Yeah.
that's fucking stoked. That should be good.
I thought it was like they just putting the skin on the character and then calibrating it with their animations and then exploring and moving. Everything they do was just too complex, but it's a stupid ass problem like the one y'all mentioned. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, no, I
don't
Maybe
think
the
it's actually that hard.
monetization aspect. Like they're trying to push characters, they're trying to push weapons every time. So maybe the skins could get in the way of the sales of that particular thing.
I think it would make them more money because then old characters
know.
who got power crept, but they got this fire ass skin out. Now you want to play them again because the animations on it look cool.
I also feel like you can crank out way more skins than you can characters way faster anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if
I
anything,
think-
League of Legends has taught us anything, skins make money, man.
Yep.
Yeah. I think a big reason
Yeah,
why
but
they
that's
might
the
not.
only way they monetize what I'm saying.
Yeah, but a big reason they might not is they might see it as devaluing pulling characters by having skins, sort of like it's competing with itself. But I think that's bullshit. But that's the only logical thing I can possibly think of because it just seems like free money. And people will be like, "Well, you can't just hire more people. You literally just hire like 10 dudes." And you say you make skins now, and we'll pay you.
I think
And
the
they're just
reason
gonna
why
make
they don't do
video.
it is because they're stupid. And I
Yep.
feel like
True.
every
No, I thought
character,
they're leaving money on the table on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't think they're stupid. There's no way. I think it's done deliberately for X reason.
There has to be a reason, right?
There
Because
is a
like,
reason, I'm sure.
they hire people to find this stuff out. There's people's jobs who are to
Literally.
determine like this monetization, and somehow
They know how many
Imagine
steps
if
we
it's
take in the
actually
game,
just fucking
man.
stupid.
You're telling me they don't know?
I mean, I'm underneath the opinion that a character at level 1, once fully upgraded to max level, should unlock an enhancement to their appearance or a different appearance. And I also believe that
PGR.
every character
Punishing
should have at least one other skin.
PGR does that.
Yeah.
Well, you got that for weapons, man. Weapons transform when they level up, man.
Yeah, that's right. 100%. And I think they should do that for
But-
characters too.
That would make them have to fucking work harder, and that goes back to Jen
Yeah, we can't have that.
regular point. Yeah, can't have that, bro.
Hell
no. We get some of this slop content, bro.
You guys must have seen the video of that guy that he talks about the intricacies of monetization in video games. And one of the things he said was, you gotta be lazy. Make the most amount of money with the least amount of effort. That's the strategy.
Once somebody starts spending more effort in the gacha industry, then everybody else has to start doing that. So why would they do that? It's like Baldur's
People
Gate.
were so
That
pissed
game
off
came
at-
out,
yep.
and the devs
There
were
you
like,
go.
"What do you expect us to make this?" Like, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, we expect you to fucking make that. Get to work.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think
I
they're
feel
of the mindset. They're like, oh, we still made 100 million just on mobile this month, and we didn't do anything extra. Okay, let's just keep doing that.
Exactly. That's what my concern earlier was. This could be a signal to other companies to be like, they're getting away with this shit. Why don't we do this shit too?
Well, that's a fact.
I
Oh,
feel like this
true.
sentiment though is like go back to the glider thing. It's the same sentiment. They monetize traversal, right? They literally monetize traversal. Now we've seen with the new Genji character, with a bunch of others. It's the same thing. Let it be boring,
Butterfly.
and then actually they pay to make it fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like when I saw Pokey turn his ads to 22 per minute, and I just damn, he's getting away with this. I'm doing 10 now. So it's I'm
Wait,
kinda
that was
off
one
it.
experiment. That was
No,
one experiment. I'm
nah.
actually really interested in how much money would 22 minutes of ads would do on Twitch. I'm just really, really interested. But that's a
Really?
one-time thing.
So,
Yeah, it's a
so
one-time thing.
did that
Yes.
entire stream, 6-hour streams, was it 22 ads per
It
minute?
was a 12-hour stream on 22
Mhm.
minutes of ads. I just want to
And-
see
okay, yep,
how
and that's
much
why
money
I'm
that
raising
would-
mine.
How much?
And
do you
doing
want?
problem.
No, you wouldn't
you're
do
the
that because I
problem.
am now at 8 minutes. I am now back to 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
Yes.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny. That's what I do. I do 8 minutes.
Well,
Yeah, no, I do.
anything else? Are we all good to go here, boys?
We good to go. This is a long podcast.
good.
I'll be honest, boys. I enjoyed it. It was good.
Yep.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
fun.
Good talk.
Let's do more shit. Yo, chat, y'all were great. Good yap. This was fun as fuck. Next time, some of y'all motherfuckers go live so we can share chat. It'll be great. It'll be like a fiesta. But we'll
sure.
plan that shit later. And we'll
Bro,
get
I didn't
more
even
shit
know
going.
this was happening until I fucking woke up this morning.
Yep, absolutely. And if none of y'all make a YouTube video about how the Gacha cast ruined my life in the next week, probably do another one in like 2 weeks.
Who did that?
Oh, I'm
dog?
making it right
Hold on,
now.
hold on. Who did that, Tech?
Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. It's actually a
That's
couple people.
crazy.
It is what it is. A couple
Some
people.
VTuber.
Yeah, people. It's this one guy. No, there's actually several people that did that, which is just so fun.
I'm
DM you.
still scratching my head on who the others.
Yeah,
could
no,
be.
no. I'll DM you. It's
Curious.
great. But yeah, good shit, boys. Sweetly, Box, Kate, Smack, Genizard, Legions, Mr. Pokey. You were sitting, dude. Mr. Pokey.
Fuck you, Box.
V. That was I appreciate y'all time. If y'all ever want to do something with me, just hit me up.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Boom. Y'all take care.
Cool.
See you later, guys.
Peace, boys. Fun. All right, what are we playing today, boys?